Facebook at Patrick Slim Goody Jones.
It's your boy Fred. Look, you can check me out on Twitter at BFredJones, baby.
Yeah, this is G with G Sports, man. You catch me on Twitter, G_paid_in_full 08.
Pay me the money. Money.
What it do, y'all? It's DJ Slick Daddy from the Liveline, here to tell you about the hottest bar on the West Bank, After Dark Sports Bar, 419 LaPelco Boulevard in Gretna. Come check us out on Monday for steak and oyster night, Thursday free seafood night, Friday 3-for-1 happy hour, Saturdays ladies night and always open for parties, and then Sunday, Saint Sunday, Older but Goodie Sunday. Come find out what is hidden for at After Dark Sports Bar, 419 LaPelco Boulevard in Gretna. Doors open at 6, 12 p.m. on Sundays. After Dark is non-smoking atmosphere. What it do, y'all? It's DJ Slick.
Regulation going on. I've been laughing about that shit for the past 2 days. I cannot stop laughing. The internet can have me.
Turn down for what? Turn down for what? Turn down for what?
That has me like whoa. Baculation going on. What's up, everybody? Listen, this is FanView, Real Fans Talk Sports on the New Orleans Talk Network. Listen, this is your boy Fred.
You know what I'm saying? Hurricane here. G Sports in the building.
Look at him. He gonna show up for Saint season now. He gonna show up for week 1. Look at him, y'all. He gonna show up for Saint season, folks. He won't come talk sports. I got you, P. Peepers. I understand. You gotta clear your air. The air. You know? We appreciate it, baby. We've been holding it down. P, you got to turn on that mic on, baby. That's how long it's been. That's how long it's been. Well, listen, guys, we got another hot show and topic for you guys. Listen, for anybody tuning in, this is FanView, Real Fans Talk Sports, only on the New Orleans Talk Network. Listen, we get into some of the hottest topics around sports right now. Right now, we got a lot of Saints talk today. Woo! A lot of Saints talk. It's an embarrassing loss Monday night.
Nah, ain't embarrassing.
Travesty. The people say travesty. We gonna go with travesty. We gonna go with that word.
So y'all go for.
Yeah, I
See,
think
so y'all just take it for.
That's a travesty.
Y'all prisoner. Y'all being a classic case of being a prisoner of the moment.
Listen, thank you.
Hell with that, dog. Hell with that, dog.
He said travesty.
This is a travesty.
I'll tell you, it went as planned. I'm gonna be honest with you, when it's planned.
And if that's the case, my black brother, I am so sorry. That was not the plan to go with.
Well, you know what? We gonna get into the Saints loss. You know, we gonna get into them being 0-1. You know, as fans, should we start panicking? No. You know, of the 0-1 start. Should Sean Payton, be fired?
I'm calling for
it.
We're
gonna get into that. You know, what? AP being frustrated. You know, I mean, him and AP got into some words. Is AP gonna be a distraction? You know. We still got some college football going on. LSU playing Mississippi State this weekend. They're not a top 10 team yet. Some people are frustrated about that. Florida State still swimming around someone. They didn't even play a game. We got to get into that talk.
I'm going to get into that, too.
We got to get into some of that.
There's some good college games going on lately, too.
There's been some real good that Oklahoma surprise, the Bajuzzi out of me.
Do we think LSU going to get it done on the road this weekend at Hell State?
Hey, it's
we got some topics, some interesting
topics. But listen, before we get ready to start this show, everybody know who watched this show. Listen, we always give a big shout out to salute, to our armed forces, our Army, our Navy, our Marines, Air Force, Coast Guard, Fire Department, local police department. I also give a big shout out, keep people in your prayers who now have been affected by Hurricane Irma out there in Florida. like I said, we preached this on the show. You know, Hurricane Harvey was a few weeks back. You had a lot of celebrities who stepped out and said a lot of different things about donating money. And we said on the show, because we familiar with hurricane season. Listen, hold on to your money.
Hold on to your money.
Hold on to your money. Hold on to your money, because there's going to be a few more storms coming around
We
that
ain't out
bend.
these woods yet.
Yeah, we ain't out the woods yet. You know, we got people down there in Florida, you know, who's been affected deeply. You know, we talking about the entire state, I mean, particularly the west coast of Florida. It was affected.
In the Florida Keys,
In the
man.
Keys were
Man.
affected real bad through the Hurricane Harvey. Listen, keep a lot of those people in your prayers, and if you could do anything, you know, for us, you know, if you knew somebody out there, you know, keep them in your prayers. You could do a donation or something, you know. Anything helps right now for people who've been affected by Hurricane Irma, people who've been affected by Hurricane Harvey. If you know anybody, listen, just keep those people in your prayers. Now,
Also, before we start, I want to give a big shout out to two guys that we one guy that we interviewed, but it just happened to be, you know, his teammates in the speedy recovery to Justin Rogers and Terrence Marshall. You know, they both suffered season injuries, very serious in their senior year. But you know, keep your head up, guys. You know, y'all two stand-up guys. You know,
Yeah.
we'll be praying for y'all.
Right.
And the future is still bright for y'all.
yeah, big time. I shot out a tweet to Terrence Marshall during the week when I heard about the injury Friday night. I said, listen, man, I hope you wish you a speedy recovery, man. You know, talking about the number one receiver in the nation, you know,
Shake back gonna be real.
he's gonna be real.
Gonna be real.
It's gonna be real, you know, and I hope you still, like I said, speedy recovery. Like I said, I think the guy's probably one of the best talents, you know, as far as the receivers core, you know, regardless of the injury. And I hope everything wishes go out well for him in his recovery. But we got to get into some of these things. We got to talk about this week one loss.
Travesty.
There go Peoples.
I'm calling it a travesty. And let me
people.
tell you why I tell you this is a travesty. I'm gonna start this off right. You know I like to get it. I'm going deep in this rabbit hole and tell you why it's a travesty.
Okay, it's a tragedy, people. What we got here, people?
Let me tell you something. You have a Hall of Fame quarterback, Hall of Fame running back. Hands down, AP is a Hall of Fame running back. Okay? Not only that, he's a 3-down back. I don't care what nobody say. His body work shows me he's a 3-down back. He's a 4th-down back in my book. You can have him in all 4 downs. Okay?
Okay.
So why in the hell is Kamara, which I predicted he showed this little stuff in the preseason, getting more snaps than this man here? This is a travesty. For one, listen, people. You cannot have a horse, a thoroughbred on the field and not ride. You have to ride this horse. You cannot say, okay, I got this thoroughbred on the sideline, but I ain't going to use you yet. I don't want to ride. You scared to ride this horse?
I'm going to get you 6 carries.
Is you scared? And for the most part, all of them was on positive yards.
Yeah, 6 carries, 18 yards.
6 carries, 18 yards. Mark Ingram had 22 snaps. How many yards he got? I don't even know the stats. I don't even care the stats. Y'all tell me, y'all stat guys.
I didn't even follow Mark Ingram's stats because I didn't see no frustration from him. I saw frustration from him.
Know why? Because this is APO team.
Agreed.
Okay?
Agreed.
You give this man the ball. Everybody knows in the NFL, this is an unwritten rule in the NFL. When you get traded to a team, especially when you have, how can I say, history with a team. You have
Correct.
history with this team.
I agree.
You understand? You're supposed to retire there, and you trade me off?
He ain't get traded.
Well, whatever. Well, they didn't sign him back.
I'm just
He got
saying,
released.
I'm
He got
just-
released.
He got released. So that's basically like saying, F me. Okay?
Not
Which I understandable as an organization. I understand. You moving forward. So I could get that as an organization. But as a person, you telling me F me. That's like not
But
playing
Brett-
Drew Brees when he played against San Diego. You got to be kidding me? No, I'm going to put Chase Daniel in. I'm not going to play Drew Brees.
Like when Brett Favre left, when he got released from the Packers and they went with Aaron Rodgers. When he finally got to Minnesota.
Minnesota. You think you're not going to play Brett Favre against Minnesota? Really? Yo, are you kidding me? Come on, man. So you got this thoroughbred on the sideline who you scared to ride. And not only that, your play calling is so predictable while you in the game with him. And you give him 6 carries. I'd be frustrated too. What you mean?
Making some points, P. I gotta listen.
This is ridiculous. Sean Payton need to be fired. Hands down, I'm calling it right now. He need to be fired early. This is ridiculous.
Settle down, P. Settle down.
Listen,
Settle
for the
down.
past
He taking
4
it
years.
far.
Listen, the past 4 years. I'm
it
saying this
far.
early. The past 4 years, Sean Payton play call has been very predictable. You know, if I'm a fan, I'm looking on. It's a little different on the field. It's different on the field. I get that.
Okay.
But if I looking at you as a fan, and I look at your personnel, your lineup, and I can tell whether you about to run or throw the ball, that's bad.
I will say this, and I will be honest with you.
Predictable.
This game was not out of hand. Getting to 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter. In the second quarter. And when Zach Strief went down, this game got out of hand. Now, I'm not saying that Zach Strief is an all-pro offensive lineman. I'm just saying
He is.
You know, I'm just saying, but for this team that's starting right now, he is the best lineman on that roster. And when he went down,
Know why?
He's not better than Max Unger.
He not.
Know why?
He's not better than Max Unger.
Not by far.
I've been calling for Zach
But-
Strief
But
here
Zach
for 2
Strief,
years.
But he's an all
Last
pro.
year-
He's an all pro guy.
Last year I probably was his best season in the last like 3 years.
Man,
Like he had a
exactly.
damn
I've
good
been.
season
And
last
then,
year.
and then he was like, if y'all follow Pro Football Focus, he's the ninth best right tackle.
right tackle in the league.
And those guys don't make bad mistakes.
No.
That's all they do. But I'm gonna hit the pump the brakes on that.
Here we go.
I'm just gonna say this.
Let's get it.
I'm just gonna say this.
Let's get it.
For Zach Strief, I'm just saying, the past couple of years, I've been seeing a lot of pressure coming from off that right tackle.
Nah, not last year.
Not last year.
Not last year,
But the past couple of
but the
years.
years,
yeah.
I've been seeing a lot of pressure
But
coming off that
he had
right
the back
tackle
problems.
spot.
He had the back problems in the years past, but last year was one of his better years.
because he was healthy.
Yeah.
when he was real, like
It's a reason why they brought him
True
back.
that. I gave you that. I gave you that.
No.
I gave you that. But they waited too long to actually start replacing on Zach Strief. I mean, other than Drew Brees, he's the last man standing on that offensive line.
the
you know
offensive
what I'm
linemen go 17, 18 years tops in the league. He's only in year 11.
saying? He needs to go, man.
You know, but I'm gonna hit the pump the brakes on all that P just said. Look, let me
Straight up, bro.
Let me
No way in the world.
Go ahead. Go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
I'm gonna be 100% honest with y'all. The game winner's playing. I mean, let's face it.
Okay.
I'm gonna show you a mirror and I'm gonna show you both sides of it. You got a team that's dominant on offense. You got a team that's dominant on defense.
Okay.
In the early weeks in the NFL, college play, all football period, the team that's dominant on defense will always have the advantage on the team that's dominant on offense. 2, the Saints' weakest position on a team is the offensive line as a unit, as a whole.
I agree with you with that.
I would say the D-line.
I say D-line.
I would say the D-line.
But you know, like I'm talking about like on the offense, on the offensive
Offensive side
side
of the ball. Okay.
is they line.
It's bad.
Minnesota best point on a whole team
Is D-line.
Well, 1A is that defensive line.
You can really say they front seven.
Yeah,
They front.
yeah. Well,
Everson
I
Griffin.
give them front
I was
seven
saying that.
'cause
Danielle
Anthony
Hunter.
Barr and
Anthony
Kendricks.
Barr.
I was saying that they front seven something to
Front
deal
seven
with.
nice.
It's nice.
Look,
It's
a
really
lot of
nice.
people, if you don't follow football, if you don't pay attention to the trenches, you don't know who Linval Joseph
Right.
is. And let me tell you, that dog is he's a
Right.
beast.
A
He's a
hound.
beast.
Hey, right.
He's
Up
one.
the middle.
He's one of the best players like in the league. Outside,
Everson
look,
Griffin.
Look, outside of Darnold and McCoy, Linval Joseph would be. It's like the third best all around defensive tackle in my eyes. To me, you have
arguable.
You
Yeah.
have him with Danielle Hunter and
Who
Everson-
is blazing off the edge.
and Everson Griffin,
Underused at LSU, by the way.
who is they had so many. They was a rotating fiend, but he got drafted because of what he did at LSU, and they knew what he could do.
God, become all
Two,
pros at
and then two, they best
average LSU.
the 1B on the Minnesota team is that secondary, and when you don't have a Willie Snead who was Drew Brees' safety net
got it.
coming out, and you just got everybody knows Michael Thomas. Nobody respects Brandon Coleman. Nobody respects Tommy Lewis. Not in the regular season, not being like the number 2 guy. So when you can say, all right, I'm gonna put arguably arguably a top 3 corner on your best receiver, and I'm gonna shadow him with a very underrated free safety in Harrison Smith, and said,
You're not underrated to me.
and said,
I was like, who the hell is this Harrison?
he a dog. I
He's a dog. He been a dog.
Notre Dame product.
You know what I'm saying? But
God can play.
But when you got those 2 guys on your best offensive threat, and you said, look, if the Saints gonna beat me, you're gonna have to block our front 7. That's 1. And 2, you ain't gonna get it to Michael Thomas. So where you gonna go with the ball? Tommy Lee Lewis?
I thought that him and Fleener had a little better chemistry than I seen last year. But it wasn't enough.
Listen,
he did he put up Jimmy Graham numbers?
No. He not that kind of tight end.
The thing was,
That's height.
he got hit. Drew Brees got hit early. He don't trust it off his line, so he was getting the ball out quick. Who was the closest and nearest open guy? Kobe Fleener. Now, granted, I'm glad he had this good showing because people been waiting for him. Like we were talking before the show.
Right.
I think we've been spoiled at the tight end position going back since Drew got here. We've
Jeremy
had Jeremy
Shockey,
Shockey.
Jimmy Graham.
Then went to Jimmy Graham. Then we went to
Ben Watson.
Ben Watson, who had the best year of his career. Then we get Kobe Fleener, and you automatically thinking it's going to pick up right there. And people forget that Ben Watson spent
former first round pick, by the way.
He spent 2 years in the system. He didn't have blazing number his first year. He had it his second year. Jimmy Graham, even though he was on the
Under
team with
Shockey.
Shockey, but he didn't blow up his first year.
Right.
He blew up his second year under the system.
Right.
Look, this is Kobe Fleener's second year in this system.
I think he got about an 800 yard year.
I mean, is he gonna have the 17 touchdown?
No.
1,200? No, he's not that type of tight end. He never was in college.
Right.
Or in his time.
Wise
in pro.
Thomas
But,
said tight end sucks.
you know, he's gonna get. But the thing about it is, man, look, it went.
Like that comment.
If y'all been watching the show, man, me personally, I said, look, I wouldn't be surprised if the Saints started out 0-2 based on who they was playing. That's just what the Minnesota offense do pretty good. Not really, but you look at the stat, you look at the number of snaps that defense had to play. Of course, it's gonna happen.
The stats that Sam Bradford put up, it was good stats. He had a good game. I'm not trying to take nothing from it, but it was very misleading.
Yeah,
the Saints defense played better than people giving them credit for.
The offense didn't get off the field, and they get third downs.
Let me tell you something.
The
magic number, the magic
plays.
number of snaps for a defense is 60. If a defense can play 60 snaps and less, they'll look as good as they gonna get.
Right.
But once they get over 60, and which they was by the midway through the third quarter, it's a wrap.
Right.
It's a wrap because now is no matter who
do.
You bring off the bench. If you bring somebody in off the bench, they gonna attack that person right off the bat. They done seen your best stuff that you can give them. Plus, these guys are tired out. So I mean, like I said, to me, it went as planned.
Well,
I knew Minnesota was dominant on defense, and it showed.
I want to get to some of the comments on
That's a top
Facebook.
5 defense in the league.
People forget
Hands down.
that the Vikings started out 8-0 last year, all because of that defense. Then when injuries started happening,
And Sam Bradford didn't turn over the football.
yeah, I mean he didn't. I mean he look.
But the offensive line was so bad last year.
And look
Right.
look when they was getting the ball at. They was getting the ball like inside opponent's red zone. Like you guaranteed 3 points.
It's not the fact that we lost. It's the fact on how we lost. The way that we lost, bro, is listen.
Losing and the way you lose is two different things. I would probably agree with Pete.
Man, F all that,
Don't
man.
look at
This is what
don't
it come down to. This is what it come down to. Just like Big Henry said, and I got to piggyback on what he's saying.
Okay.
I didn't expect. I thought that for us to win this game, we was gonna have to play like an A- game because you got to think about it. Our offensive line, our best offensive lineman is gone.
Teron Umstead.
We threw a rookie left tackle in there, Ryan Ramczyk, who quit football his freshman year at Wisconsin to go be a welder. The jury is out on if he isn't even focused. Right. He had hip surgery in the offseason. Mm-hmm. So and we got this guy sticking Everson Griffin by himself. What does that? What we had to do to try to control him? Keep our running back in the chip. Mm-hmm. That's taken away from our running backs coming out the backfield, and that's what Sean Payton like to do. For the Adrian Peterson situation, you know, a lot of these guys was all on Twitter going off about this and talking about how he only had 9 snaps. What the hell y'all thought was going to happen? You got to realize. You got to realize what kind of coach Sean Payton is.
I know.
When Sean Payton, when they drafted Alvin Kamara, I already knew what time of day it was gonna be. And if you listen to he painted the picture for you all during preseason, all in the press conference. He's saying Alvin Kamara, he comparing him to Marshall Falk.
Yeah.
Talking about he the next one up and all that lets me know that Mark Ingram and Adrian Peterson got a piss poor chance of getting a whole lot of touches. Now, when we get up by like 10 points or 2 possessions, then you're going to see Adrian Peterson and Mark Ingram get a lot of touches. Before then, Kamara going to get the touches. And guess what? I agree with that.
I think that's a bad strategy, Bo. Listen, I think, listen.
It's not.
If your offensive line is trash.
You talking about an all-pro Hall of Fame
Hall
running
of Fame
back
quarter
and the rookie running back out of Tennessee.
Come on, man. You going to give him more snaps?
All right.
Really?
All right. Let's talk.
Really? So you really telling me Kamara is really for Kamara to get more snaps than AP? You telling me? I don't care who he resembles. You telling me that Kamara is better than AP?
In this system,
he fits that system better than AP.
Then why get AP? And listen,
hold on, P.
That spot could be reserved for somebody else. Another lineman or something.
Hold on, P. Think about it like this.
Oh, come on.
How did AP get his Hall of Fame status out of an eye back with a fullback in front of him, 2 tight ends? That football is day. When we talk
Football is not day. I mean, he can't listen. That football is not day because you know why? He just come from that system.
But the only way you can play that type of football is if you got a defense like Seattle.
Yeah.
And now you can play, power, lead, and go hat on a hat.
I get that. So why even, if this is not your type of style of running, if your game plan is not formulated around a thoroughbred like AP, then why get AP? You could have got another. Because you could have got another offensive lineman. I'm gonna give you something else.
I'm gonna give you a couple of reasons.
Come on,
First of all, Mark Ingram is not durable. That's number one. That's number one.
He fumbles.
He fumbles. Thank you. And he's not durable. So why not bring in a security blanket like AP, okay, and bring him in case Mark Ingram go down with an ankle or whatever the hell he gonna go down with the flu, whatever. Chicken pox, but something always wrong with him every year. We know that. So you bring AP in. Second of all, like I just said, I had to reiterate this.
We got a lot of comments.
Once we get up by 2 possessions, that's when you're gonna see Mark Ingram and Adrian Peterson go off.
I agree with you.
Until then, Alvin Kamara is who we need to be riding.
Hold on. Let me show you the type of coach that Sean Payton is.
I know what type of coach. You can't tell me, but I know what type it is.
Listen to me, P.
Go ahead,
Listen to me, P. 09.
Here we go.
Who got most of the snaps started out the game? Reggie Bush at running back. No, listen, P. Before you come back,
let him go. Just
listen.
Let him go.
Just listen. Oh, now Mike Bell came off of 2 teams where he was top 5 in rushing. He was a down the hill runner. Guess what? Everybody, when we signed him, everybody's like, "Why you get Mike Bell? Y'all don't run the ball downhill." Well, guess what? Don't worry about it. I know what I'm doing. So you start off getting Reggie Bush tiring out the linebackers, going sideline side, and making you chase him downfield. And guess what? When you get up 10, 14 points, or when you got momentum swinging the game, guess what? Guess who didn't see the field? Reggie motherfucking Bush, unless it was on 3rd down. Because why you had Pierre Thomas and Mike Bell. Pierre Thomas get 2 carries, he come out, Mike Bell come in, get 2 carries, guess what? And guess what? That might be predictable. Goddamn it, that won the goddamn Super Bowl.
You know what?
All right, fans, listen. If y'all want to chime in this comments, not
Please
these Facebook Live, 504-341-8255, the number again.
Read the comments.
504
Read the goddamn comments.
Read the comments, and I'm gonna get back
Read
on
all of
that.
them. Start from the top.
I'm trying to tell you right now, this is ridiculous.
I see some
People
damn good
know.
comments going on.
All right, here we
Read the
go.
goddamn comments.
I could agree.
Goddamn.
I could agree with some of that, but I'm gonna disagree with a lot of that.
We
boy.
gotta
I'm
get
gonna
some
disagree with a lot of
All right,
that.
so
I get passionate when we talk about my goddamn Saints.
So
I'm gonna
disagree with a
goddamn
lot
one
of that.
for the second goddamn season, 3rd goddamn season in a row.
All right,
It messed my whole week up.
So why is Simon say I disagree? It's the secondary. The secondary is the weakest link on
Stop.
the
No, it's not. No, it's not.
You hold on. You said read the comment.
All right, go ahead.
I'll read
Gotta get him in.
He said, and then Wise also come back and say, I like our linebackers, but the safeties in the corner sucks for the Saints.
How you gotta cover somebody for 5 seconds?
Then Mano said, boy, gone. If we fall short from making the playoff this year, real talk. I don't know what we talking about. I guess you're talking about the
Sean Payton.
Sean Payton. Wise Thomas, Coleman, big for nothing. I agree.
Agree. This is his last chance this year.
Drew said, "Where's Sterling Moore?" That's an interesting question. He didn't play last.
He didn't get that many snaps.
Wise said the tight end suck too. Moore is our best corner, in my opinion. I forgot. People forget about Delvin, bro, just because he hurt.
Sterling Moore is not our best corner.
Drew said, I would have felt more comfortable with Moore on Diggs or Dalen than Lattimore. We lost. Blue said we lost when Reggie.
Hold on, when we lost Reggie.
When we left, wait, we lost when we let Reggie go. Then Darren.
You might be talking about Darren Sproles. Darren Sproles.
Okay, Darren works well in space. And then now PS. No. We missed Pierre Thomas.
That's the best screen back we ever had. I agree with that. Ain't no screen back on this.
He was very patient.
Yeah, ain't no screen back on this roster.
Jerome says Saints' worst link is the fans. The Saints are exactly what they thought they are. Mediocre. Somebody tell me who Jerome Wilson's team is. I hope they ain't the 25ers.
Nah, it's the
what?
It's the Saints, I think.
Oh,
I think he is
Oh,
a
my
Saints
God.
fan, if I'm not mistaken.
and then, now why? Now T Moore said right G. Why say I agree that the way that we lost was embarrassing. We know the defense was suspect. Sean has become too predictable. I mean calling them predictable ass plays. Lou Martin
Gotta
said,
agree with
I'm
some
not
of that.
even going to speak on it, but let's say Sean Payton only cares about trying. And
Get the maggot, the midget stats.
okay, and Drew said, I'm just looking at our next matchup, and yes, I'm being optimist.
We got somebody on the line. That fireman. You on the line, that fireman?
Who's that
Hi.
fireman?
You know what it is?
Yeah, we know what that fireman is.
Big Easy.
Big Easy Mouth?
Well, formerly.
Former Big Easy Mouth. That fireman. Are you on the line? Well, we gonna get back to that fireman. Producer, when you get back that fireman back on the
right.
line, we gonna get back to him again. 504-341-8255.
You see what Jerome say, man? Jerome say, man, who that, man?
Hey,
I'm just keeping it real, keeping it a band.
Hey, T Moore said, man, P bad.
Now, my man Jay Harris.
Look, bro, come on,
Man, I don't know. I want him from Hobbs, who is a Buccaneers fan. I don't listen.
Did they play?
Man, somebody tell Hobbs to go back to work, man.
Hobbs, you had a bye week when we had nothing from you. You couldn't even see the Buccaneers.
And I've been paying attention to y'all on Hard Knocks. You look, Jamin Winston look bad right now. You look bad.
Now, my man Jay Howard would say this. Dennis Allen made no adjustments. Vikings ran a quick passing scheme. Bradford threw it off 3 steps and 5-step drops. Only way to stop that is a bump and run. Never did that.
Or get pressure. We ain't get no damn pressure.
That's the
D-line is one of the worst in the league.
Listen. Hi. People keep. It was driving me. Dog, let me tell you, it was driving me when people kept saying, "Man, the Saints secondary said we suck." I would like to see somebody. I would like to see Dion go out there and try to cover somebody, some of the best athletes in the world, for 5 damn seconds. Bro,
Let's get some pressure, please.
Bradford backed up Payton and Payton, dog. Come on, man.
The few times we got pressure on them,
I don't give a
we
damn
got
how
them
good your
down.
secondary is. You're not gonna cover nobody for 5 seconds.
Nah,
it ain't gonna happen.
Hobbs, you there?
Yeah, I'm here, man.
What's up, Hobbs?
I'm just calling about them garbage Saints.
Hey,
You know your Buccaneers didn't play right.
Look, you better be glad, you better be thanking Harvey and Irma that your team could get out there and get their loss.
Nah, well,
Sunday.
y'all the only one that got the loss so far. No.
Hey, we
played
got,
this
hey,
week.
if playoffs started, we'll go before y'all
And then
because
the- and the
we at
thing
least played the
about it, too,
game.
Y'all about to lose again to the Patriots.
Y'all don't look
So,
too good on Hard Knocks.
Get ready.
I've been watching y'all on Hard Knocks, Hobbs.
0-2.
Y'all don't look good on Hard Knocks. You're struggling.
Nah, I ain't
Y'all
saying
struggling.
that. I'm just
Jameis
saying.
Winston look like a shell of himself.
Brandon Cook's coming back.
So-
He
so-
gonna torch y'all all day.
Stop. We're gonna sweep y'all this year, boy.
So what's up,
He
Hobbs?
gonna torch y'all
What you
all
thinking,
year,
boo?
man.
What you got in your mind, Hobbs? What you got there?
Not much. I'll call to talk about them Saints, man. Getting that loss. Drew Brees looking like an ancient one.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. So, you see how people.
Man, look,
Hey,
look,
dog.
look, Hobbs, look, give us a call back
Yeah,
in
he
5
look-
minutes.
hey,
we got
now
somebody
he
else
look
on the line
bad
real
or
quick.
what?
Go ahead, Hobbs.
So he ain't look bad or what?
No,
He
man.
look good.
He running for his life. Every damn play running for his life. What you want him to do?
You want
It
to
don't
James
matter.
Winston that thing?
It don't
Just
matter.
throw interceptions?
Run the
That's
ball.
why you're the highest paid on the team. So you need to produce no matter what.
Right, with no offensive line. You right.
Look.
It don't matter. That's why
It don't matter. You don't need nobody to block for you. You don't need nobody to block
It
for
don't
you, huh?
matter. He didn't want no line to
Run
get.
the
He should have
ball.
got a restructure on his deal. Restructure your deal. Get somebody that goddamn.
Hey, rule number 1, you never give back no money that you earn. Sorry.
It don't
guess-
matter. You get it back to get you a
You-
better line.
All right, hey, look. Jordan wanted to win. Did he give back money?
It don't matter.
Oh,
Listen, I will appreciate.
We talking about football. We ain't talking about basketball.
I've been keeping it.
Quarterback.
My boy G said
Instead
I've
of
been
him,
keeping it bad.
restructure
Keeping it
and
bad.
Somebody can block for him. He want to take all the
Hashtag
money.
fire
That
Sean
he
Payton.
get what he
Hey,
deserves at this
Hey,
point.
I never seen Brett Favre give back money.
Yeah, but you know what? Brett Favre had his deal to where it was restructured where he had somebody at least can block for him.
He never restructured it.
Well, listen, House. Listen. We appreciate the call, man. If we got to get a few more callers, man, listen, give us a call right back. We appreciate it,
The
bro.
Bucks suck.
I agree with
Shit
you on
water.
that. I agree with
Y'all
you
shit
on
water.
that. I agree with you. I
Well, listen,
totally
we got
agree.
that 5 minute on the line. That 5 minute, are you on the line?
What is up, fellas?
What's
What's
up,
going
man? What it do?
Oh, man, look, I want to tell that last caller, look, I can get him some gift cards at Red Lobster. Him and James Winston can go get some crab legs, bro.
Oh,
Send them out there. I get them all they can eat, man. It's an all-day buffet. Just give him all the crab legs he wants.
man. Oh, man.
Man, so what's going on with our team, man?
I can tell you what's going on. I know what's going on. They are predictable. Listen. When
You took the words right out of my mouth.
listen,
Predictable.
listen. To go back what you said, since you mentioned the 09 team. Okay. Sean Payton was very predictable in those games, yes. But he had major talent around him. You had whoa my ass. You had an all-star offensive line. Drew Brees barely got didn't
Offensive
touch.
line was nice. Offensive line was nice.
You had Robert Mitchell. You had
He not an all-star.
Covington.
Stop.
No, but
not an all-star.
But they drafted him to be a star. And guess what?
He wasn't a star.
He
Wasn't a star.
That year.
He was a good
Stripper-
system guy.
That year.
He wasn't no star.
He had 10 touchdowns that year.
That's not a
Robert
star.
Stripper
10
Mitchell
touchdowns.
showed
No, he
all
wasn't a
that
star.
year.
He was a vertical threat.
Okay.
10 touchdowns.
And-
Wasn't a star.
and listen.
You saw what happened when he went to San Diego, huh?
Yeah, we
I
did.
think- Okay.
We
I'm
did.
just saying.
Okay, I'm just saying. Go ahead. My bad. My bad. I'm just saying. I'm gonna get to my points before.
The Saints never had superstars like that. If you go back and look,
No,
and since the
that
Sean
year.
Payton era started, we never really had superstars.
I've
I've always been the one to say I would love to see the Saints offense with some superstars.
All right, let me ask you, Barry. Do you consider what we had on offense in 09 a superstar team?
Not a superstar team.
Barry?
At the skill positions, I say, was it an all-star? Was it Hall of Fame or
Pro Bowlers?
Pro Bowl
No.
caliber? In some spots. Not, I wouldn't say across the board, but you plug in all the pieces, and it gives you what you had, a Super Bowl champion. You have different components that make up the engine in a car. They might not all be high-dollar pieces to the engine, but you put enough of those high-dollar pieces together, then you have a fine-tuned engine that can get you where you need to go. They were able to bring in people from other teams
Jeremy Shockey.
and build the engine that drove us to the Super Bowl.
Right.
The problem that we have, though, is just like you said, predictability. Let me ask you this: when the last couple of years at LSU, everybody was calling for Les Miles' head. You know, get him out of here, get him out. Myself included. I say Les Miles took the Tigers to the national championship with
Nick
somebody
Saban's team.
else's players, Nick Saban's players. But I've been saying the last few years, it's time for him to go. He's not the Mad Hat anymore. He's just mad.
You understand?
Look, I bleed purple and gold and black and gold, but I call it how I see it.
Right.
And LSU was predictable as predictable can get. Everyone knew what they were going to do. Run, kick. Run, kick. That was no surprise to anybody that we played. What happened? Last year they get rid of Miles. Guess what? Now we got a quarterback. Wait, now we know how to cross the 50-yard line. We can go north and south on opponents. I'm not saying we national championship material right now, but we're not predictable anymore. Well, that's what needs to happen with the Saints.
We still don't know yet.
I think it's time for Sean Payton to ride into the sunset, go somewhere else.
No.
Because you are too predictable. He needs to revamp his playbook. People know, in the past, Drew Brees could establish the pass to open up the run. It's not supposed to work that way. You're supposed to establish the run to open up the pass. Well, Brees had that ability to establish the pass and open up the run. He can't do it anymore because people know what we're going to do. They know we're not going to be able to run.
Yep.
We're going to pass first. So all they have to do is figure out how to stop it. Well, we've been running the same plays for how many years now?
A decade.
Not a big surprise what we're going to do.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know. One thing I think get lost in the great 09.
Tim Buck said exactly.
And Jabari Evans. That was our best two offensive linemen. They were guards. They wasn't blocking nobody on the edges. Our tackle was sorry that year. I'm just going to be 100.
Jamar Bushard was solid.
He was
solid.
He made a Pro Bowl.
He was solid
until he went up like that top elite guy, and then it was like run for your life, Drew.
Well, listen.
The one main thing about it was we got the defense.
And Jonathan Goodwin too, I assume.
Yeah. And that defense gave us so many other chances on offense to where we could score. We ain't getting.
Well, listen,
turnovers.
that 5 minute. Listen, we appreciate the call. We got another caller on the line. If you want to give us a call back, we deeply, deeply appreciate you. Calling in because there's a lot of people tuning in to Facebook right now who do agree exactly to what you just said. On Facebook Live right now. So we appreciate the call. That 5 minute.
Anytime, fellas. Who that?
There it is. It's always who that.
Who that? All day, every day. You understand? We can criticize our team, but anybody else try to come up in here and do that,
you got a problem.
You got a problem. You ain't gonna make it out the door. You understand?
All right, man. With that fireman's fired up, I'm gonna do my best to get everyone else fired up this Sunday. Hopefully, we'll get the players fired up.
It is.
We can make something happen. Hopefully, we can.
Listen, we got.
It's gonna be a fire sale.
Well, listen,
That's what's up.
Listen, that's that fireman, folks.
You understand?
All right, fellas, y'all take it easy.
You too. Well, listen, we got another call on the line again. Don't listen, folks. The number is 504-341-8255. Listen, you want to chime in this conversation? You've been dying to get it out. You've been dying to get on FanView. This is your time and moment, baby.
We got
Drew the optimist. Drew, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
What's
How
up,
y'all fellas doing?
Man, we doing good, man. How you coming along, Drew?
I'm looking forward to being 1-1 after Sunday.
Man, I hope you're right.
I hope you're right.
You're right.
Right.
I'm in the middle of a
Like I
pessimist
said in the
right
comments, we're looking at unfortunately, we do have one of the worst secondaries in the NFL.
I disagree wholeheartedly.
Well, I think we have potential, and I really like Aaron Glenn as a coordinator, and I think he could, as a
secondary coach.
and I think he could turn our cornerbacks around. And I really do like our safeties.
But how can you say you think the secondary is the weak league of our team when we they're guarding the receivers for 4 to 5 seconds? How can you expect somebody to guard?
No, I think the
people like
defensive line is
Stephon
a big
Diggs.
problem also.
Huh?
I do think the defensive line is a big problem also.
Right. We haven't had a pass rusher since when? I don't even remember.
What really killed us on
Darren Howard.
What really killed
Will
us
Smith, Charles Grant.
Monday on defense, it wasn't the defense overall. It was just the big plays.
Correct.
You had people out there looking like they just didn't know what to do when mishaps happened. I mean, they looked at flat-footed and lost on some of them plays. And when those plays happened, it was big yards that came about. So I'm not saying that our defense is not that bad. We do have
They're
very
young. They're very young.
We do
and
have
Tim
a
Buck
very
said
young
that. And Tim Buck said that online. We have a very young
Yeah.
defense, and we got a lot of work to do. I agree with you, Tim.
We definitely do, and I think we got some promise. It's just, I think we looked a little bit lost out there. You know what I mean? And on some of those plays, and when that happened, the big plays happened.
Let me ask you a question, Drew. I got you here on the line. Do you think that Sean Payton should have ran Adrian Peterson? Do you think he should have gave him more snaps than Alvin Kamara and DeMarc Ingram? What's your take on how they use Adrian Peterson in this game?
I think we need to give Peterson at least 15 touches a game.
Won't happen.
I don't see it happening either, but I think for him to be successful here, he needs at least 15 touches a game.
I agree. But we got to be up.
A locomotive needs momentum to get rolling.
Yeah, look, he's a volume carrier guy. But my thing, that's why I was so against him signing.
Exactly.
Because
I wasn't against it.
Well, my thing was, I know the type of competitor that he is. And he's used to being a feature bet. He's not used to being on the sideline most of the game. So his mentality is not like, yeah, he can say all the good thing in press conference, but come game time, as we see, he's used to being out there when the game's not going, and when the game's not set up for it. Or look, even if we in if we in a quick strike offense, guess in a quick strike game where they score, we score. I think. The Patriots game is going to be whoever has the ball last is going to win the game. When you got to score fast, he's not going to be on the field.
I think, and to piggyback on what you said, I think what disappointed me more about the game was before we kicked that fourth field goal, when we finally got 12 points, when it was on the goal line, the first two plays on that possession, they had Alvin Kamara in the game. And it upset me because I'm saying to myself, okay, they did two play action plays. The first play was play action, and the second play they actually ran Alvin Kamara. And the third play they bring Adrian Peterson out there, and they do some bootleg stuff, and they do some bootleg. And I was
listen.
What is this they doing?
The third down play where they did the third down play on the goal line when they play action to Adrian Peterson when they come out of the backfield. Yeah. I thought that was a great play call.
Perfect play call.
But the Vikings was on top of it
because they knew what was coming.
Listen, the whole game, the carries he got in the game,
because the bootleg on third down. I mean, anybody could have seen that coming.
Thank you. I mean.
Look,
John Gruden, didn't see that coming.
John Gruden said,
"Okay, listen.
Thought it was on the 3.
You didn't see that. It was.
You didn't see that play coming. 4 yard line.
You didn't see that play coming.
No, listen. All I'm saying is this: John Gruden said it about 2 or 3 times during the game. He was like this: when they put Adrian Peterson in the game, they know it's a run. He was like, they need to start trying to play action him. That's how you get the defense
at that point
on their
in
toes.
The game, but at that point, I get that. But at that point in the game,
out of raining,
I was thinking when they play, I was like, they're gonna all jump in the box and he gonna be wide open or somebody gonna be backside wide open. But they was all on him.
Man,
that's a good defense, bro. That's what y'all not understand.
That's a good defense, dog. But what we're saying is,
and Mike Zimmer is a defensive coordinator
as
a head coach. Like that guy is a defense. That's his forte. Defense.
I want to say he had a damn good defense in Cincinnati. He started coaching here, or maybe it was his son.
No, it was he did start here.
Yeah, he did start here. I am right. Yeah. I thought I was right about that.
He's a damn good defensive-minded coach.
Yeah,
he is.
He's been a D coordinator in Dallas. He's been a D coordinator in Cincinnati before he got the job.
That's where he made his name in Cincinnati.
We're not disputing that Minnesota good defense isn't a good defense. But what I'm saying is, with the lack of talent on this team that we have,
it's the same,
and the predictability of Sean Payton.
What do you think we lack in talent at? Because the offensive line is like the only in a pass rusher.
Okay.
Everything else, our offense, what we always had when we were successful, 3 good running backs. What we always had, the same kind of receivers. Michael Thomas is that coasting. Fleener, Jimmy Graham was better than Fleener, but Snead and Tommy Lee Lewis, who was probably the Devin Henderson of this group. Yeah. Which I think
Coleman is unpredictable. I don't trust him.
Who?
Coleman.
No, I don't trust him. I don't trust him with sneak.
Another thing about this whole thing, we struggled in the red zone.
Which we was the best.
We was the best at like the past couple of years.
And third down conversion.
But the thing is, this was the problem was you asking Brandon Coleman to be your red zone guy, and he can't get off.
Did you see that route he ran?
You can't ask Brandon Coleman.
Did you see the
water?
But listen, the route he ran.
The lack of talent on this team is ridiculous. I mean,
did you see the route that Brandon Coleman ran on that third down?
But like, you think
really though?
That was a horrible route.
Really, say Drew?
That he was so undisciplined on that route running.
So undisciplined. I was so mad with him.
Freelancing it.
That what it like he did.
Drew, he can't get me water.
But I'm gonna tell you what the turning point of the game was to me. When they caught Tommy Lee Lewis on a 99 climb, and he got tackled.
Yeah.
If he scored right there, that changes the whole complexion of the game.
Momentum of the game.
And you could tell Sean Payton wanted to go for it on 4th down, but he's like
the way their defense is and the way we've been struggling.
You losing anyways, so why not?
But here's my question,
Why
guys.
not? You losing, you might just change the momentum.
Here's my question, guys. We know that the Saints offense on the road is not a very good team. Why are you not? Because we know this for a fact. We've seen this last year. I did a video on this. We did this last year. Every time they go on the road, you have to become what on offense? A very run-heavy team. Yep. Because you're not the same offense that you are inside the Superdome. You cannot spread people out and just go out here and demand and control the tempo of a game. They can do that in the Superdome, but on the road, they're not that team.
Are you sure they can do that in the Superdome?
Well, in the past, they've been that team.
Because the talent they had on the receivers. We ain't got that.
But you have to be able to run the football. You cannot come out here on the road and have 65 passing attempts and only have like 20-something rushing attempts. You
can't do it.
You can't do it. You
can't do it.
And when this game at 4 minutes in the second quarter was 6-3, and the Saints was up. And I'm saying to myself, they're not running the football. You in trouble.
But this is the thing.
Exactly.
This is the thing. Your guards are suspect. Outside, look.
I think Pete is taking steps to getting better, but
Max Unger and Larry Warford are your best two offensive linemen right now.
Right.
Okay. All right.
Right.
They dealing with a man-child and Lavelle Joseph.
For real.
Who's a beast. And he makes his money off of splitting double teams. So where you going to run the ball at?
I would actually feel more comfortable this week sliding Pete over the left tackle.
Oh, no.
If Shreve is out, which I assume he is with an MCL sprain.
Well, they say he day to day, huh?
Yeah, but look, Pete at tackle equals disaster.
Run the ball at him.
Peak at tackle. But see, the thing
so you would rather Ramczyk this week against New England?
I think Ramczyk did solid considering
I do think
who he went
handle
against.
Trey Flowers better than he could handle Everson Griffin.
Right.
Yeah,
Griffin's a hell of a pass rusher.
Right.
We agree with on that one.
Right.
Everson Griffin is a hound. The guy keep getting contract extensions every 2 years in Minnesota. Every 2 years, the people don't know who Everson Griffin is. It's a 2 year, $50-something million deal.
No,
3
y'all
years.
don't know. We've been
saying that on the show all day long.
Now look,
Y'all get new extensions.
Now look, Drew. This is why I'm so opposed to putting Pete at tackle. We seen him at tackle, and we see him get abused like the hooker on 4th Street.
We saw him at tackle. We saw him at goal. We rather him at goal.
But this my whole thing. Do y'all remember when Teron Armstead got thrown to the fire?
Yeah.
And who he got thrown to the fire with when we played the Rams?
Carolina.
And Robert Quinn ate him alive.
Yeah. That's
But now he's like a top 5 left tackle in the league.
And gun guy Greg Hardy.
Yeah, Greg Hardy told him the next week.
They were
Greg Hardy told him the next week.
And then he became one of the best left tackles after
Exactly.
that.
But look.
Gotta have patience, man.
But this is the thing, though. Teron Armstead, like settled in after 2 games. We put Pete out there for a whole season, and he got raped like the hooker on 4th Street for the whole season. It was. I'm telling you, man. It was
They tried to convert him to a guard.
No. What I'm saying, but he do better at a guard because you got to think. Look at the type of offense that Stanford run. They a power running team with 2 tight ends. So he was never the last guy on the line of scrimmage. He always
had protection to help Chip.
Yeah. So when you talking about you on this island by yourself, man, he looked like the women that come in for the exercise.
Right, I think he's built for a guard. He doesn't have to move.
He look like the
to
chicks
be
on
a
Bourbon
tackle.
Street. They get pulled to the alley, man.
So Drew, let me ask you this. So Tom Brady coming off a loss.
We got problems.
That's not good.
No.
Now,
Nope.
we playing him in the dome. Now, I'm going off the history of since Sean Payton been in New Orleans. I remember we played them in 09 we beat the hell out of them, and then we went to New England.
Beat them in 2013.
That's when who that was Jabari Grill. Jabari Grill gave up the touchdown to Hopkins at the last second. We really should have won that game. We pissed down our leg and gave that game away.
Yeah,
so
if you saw the replay, Junior Gillette was being held around the neck.
You ain't never lying.
Rodriguez never called for us, dog, and our players getting held and
right.
stuff, dog.
But my question is this.
So we should have been 2-0 against Belichick in the Sean Payton era.
Right. So my question is this. It seems to me that Sean Payton kind of has a answer for what Belichick likes to do to people on defense. Do you think we got a chance to win this game Sunday?
But my biggest reason for optimism with New England is because, one, I think their defense is overrated.
I don't know. Drew.
I never thought Stephon Gilmore was a great cornerback in Buffalo.
He's solid. He's solid.
He's solid, but I don't think he's great.
He's high.
He better than our corners right now.
Yeah, he's better than our corners, but I still think Breeze can abuse him.
I do. I agree.
And I think Breeze can definitely abuse Butler because Butler has looked horrible all preseason and last week. And Patrick Chung, he gets protected by McCourty.
Yeah, I don't trust Chung.
Overall, Chung's a pretty garbage safety.
Yeah, Chung been garbage. He was exposed in Philadelphia that he cannot play football.
But what I take with Chung is that hitter. He's that he's that
the
guy.
Enforcer.
He's the Brandon Mayweather of a defense.
He's the cleanup. He's the cleanup guy. Like
exactly.
Like, if you
but I
give him a
think
chance to make a
also
play,
with Dante Hightower. Because he still hasn't practiced all week.
I was about to say that.
He out.
That's a tremendous loss.
And that's the hardest soul of the defense.
Now, let me ask you this question, Drew. Because I've been saying this on social media. I did a video about this. We go down 0-2. Is Sean Payton on the hot seat?
Oh, yes.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
I got to disagree.
That's what I'm talking about.
If he now listen.
Maybe not 0-2 because it is New England. But if we go 0-3 against Carolina, then yeah, he's definitely on the hot seat.
Let me ask you this, Drew. Yes. Who would you rather coach in the Saints?
I mean, honestly,
I'm saying like
honestly, nobody right now.
I'm saying if you put him on a hot seat, you better have a hot replacement.
Listen.
Exactly.
So if you're gonna put him on a hot seat, who you gonna replace him with?
Let's not go there with that because
I'm asking him a
before
question.
Sean,
I'm asking him a
before
question,
Sean
though.
Payton come
I
here.
want him with the fan aspect of it is
because that's not fair.
No, I'm just talking about. It's just a simple question.
Go ahead.
What you say, Drew? What you say?
Drew, go ahead. I don't think that's a fair question to be answered.
Another reason for optimism is New England is really down at receiver right now. Granted, they do have Cook and Gronk, but I think Dwayne Allen is very overrated.
He's a blocking tight end.
I like the way you Floyd Mayweather that question though.
How you think?
But Amendola, he's not going to play.
He's still shoulder roll.
Edelman's out for the year. Philip Dorsett has shown me nothing since he came into the league.
But you know when you come in the Patriots office, you a whole different person. You know that, man.
You better get it together.
Look at Chris Hogan. Well, Chris Hogan, we didn't know who Chris Hogan was in Buffalo. He come to New England, he look like a damn all-pro.
What did Philip Dorsett do week 1?
Huh? Nothing. But he had just got there.
I know, but he's still just getting there.
My man Barry, Barry said he loved John Gruden as a replacement for Sean Payton.
Yep.
That would be my choice. That would be my only choice.
Come on, Pete. Do you like that, Pete?
I like John Gruden, yeah, but that might be like a Mike Dicker thing.
Hell no.
No.
Mike Dicker, Hall of Fame
man,
coach.
Mike Dicker was he was way past his time when he came in.
Look, he made.
Gruden been out of football for how long now?
Man, it don't matter.
It feels like a decade.
Exactly. So what you telling me?
But he's current on things.
Thank you.
That's the thing. Like,
thank you.
Think about it. Every quarterback that come out,
I'm quite
they
sure.
go see him.
I'm quite sure.
And he get them ready.
I could
for
be
the
a quarterback
NFL.
coach, yeah.
Yeah, but Mike Dicker, like you gotta think, man. Mike Dicker made his name off the '85 defense for the Bears.
With Richard Dent.
You know what I'm saying? And then his first move as the Saint head coach is trade everybody for Ricky
Understandable. I get it. But what I'm saying is, all because John Gruden, all because John Gruden has a name doesn't necessarily mean that he's a viable coach. He is a viable coach.
Because you got to remember, he did win a Super Bowl with most of Tony Dungy's talent.
Okay, listen. Yeah. Before we knew
Sean Payton, before Sean Payton, for most of the other years.
Hey, I'm gonna take. Hold up, but I'm gonna take. Hold on, I got a rebuttal today. This is my. Hold on. This is my rebuttal today. Yes, he did win with Tony Dungy players, but let's not forget.
He didn't draft that team.
If it wasn't for the Tuck rule, he beat New England. In New England, he in the Super Bowl.
You're right about that. You're right about that.
So he was Rich Gannon and two grandpas at receiver.
Well, you had Jerry Rice and Tim Brown. You had Jerry Rice with 4 dreadlocks.
Yeah, Charlie going in.
You had Tim Brown still wearing elbow pads in the 2000s.
And dude, it was snowing. That was a team for dog. You know how hard it is to take a team from the West Coast who won't never see snow to come into Foxborough and beat them people like that?
Exactly.
So let's not discredit John Gruden. Yes, he did. inherit a good team from Tony Dungy. This is not the same situation like what Les
I'm not
Miles did
discrediting him.
with
I'm
Nick
just-
Saban.
I'm just saying this.
It's not the same situation.
But all I'm saying is this, bro. If you don't follow football like that, the average fan don't know coaches like that. You know what I'm saying? So, like, plenty of people.
Right. I
didn't
mean,
know
I try
Sean
my
Payton before
damnedest
Sean
to keep
Payton
up
come
with
out.
football every day of my
You know what I'm
life.
saying? So to ask somebody, well, a casual fan, well,
Who the ex coach to be like? We didn't know who the average fan didn't know who Von Joseph was
Thank you.
before he got the job in Denver. We didn't know who the Alvin.
Well, we know, right.
As fans, we watch sport, but we didn't know who Anthony Lynn was, who became the head coach of the Chargers.
Exactly.
We didn't know who Sean McVay, who the 30-year-old for the Rams. I'm still trying to figure out who the hell he is. He's 30 years old, got a head coach job.
Exactly.
Rome said he look at John Grew like he look at Barry Switzer. Hey, that's a good one, Rome. Oh, that's a good one, Rome. Yeah, that's a great comparison right there. God damn.
That's my opinion. You know what I mean? Because the
Because
average.
he's been a hell of a
I can't stand people
coordinator.
say that.
He knows
Well,
how
who
to
you
run a
gonna get?
defense ever since he replaced Jim Johnson when Jim Johnson died back in Philly.
Right. So look. Do we win Sunday? P.
Hell no.
Here.
I think we got a better chance.
I'm gonna give my prediction, but I'm not picking a side. I'm gonna give you the score though.
But this is what I'm not even worried about just this week game. If the Dome don't get that luster back that we had,
We haven't been protecting our hosts.
look, like I'm not talking about like even think about it. Even in 06 when we wasn't that when we was 8-8. That dome, it was hard to win in that dome.
It was hard to win.
They ain't like that no more.
Like people were scared to come in the dome.
Yeah.
Like people not scared to come in the dome.
It was like
no more.
Seattle, like
Yeah.
what Seattle is
You know
now.
what I'm saying? People not like
We had
if-
NFC
if
teams
the-
scared.
If that
you was a
dome-
Falcons fan, you was a Giants fan, especially a Giants fan, you just knew it was an L. Like if the Lions, bitch, it's an L. You know you don't come in here.
Like if the dome could get back that luster, we good. But I honestly think we might win.
Jerome said Larry Coker.
We win
you're
Friday.
bad.
I think we. I
No,
think,
he's saying like
I think we win Sunday.
Larry Coker like Barry
But
Switzer.
whenever you're ready, I'll give you my score.
All right, give me your score, Drew.
45-42, either way.
Damn.
No, I think it's gonna be a shootout. I honestly do. I think no defense gonna be able to stop either
On
one.
that note, we got to go to a break.
Hey, Drew, we thank you for your call, buddy.
Appreciate you, Drew, man.
Keep
You had some good
tuning
insight,
into us,
man. Good insight, Drew.
All right.
Man, listen. Whew. Listen, when we get back from commercial break, I got some comments I got to read out here because we got a lot of great comments that we left on Facebook Live. We didn't get the chance to. We had a few callers, man. Listen, but listen, it's that time of the year. We told y'all what it was going to be. We told y'all it was going to be. Time to talk sports, baby. Time to talk this Saints football. Yeah.
Rome, I see you over there, boy. I had a big win against West Jeff last week, 35-7. What you going to do against 35 this week, though, baby?
Trouble.
What you gonna do? Joe Fugia coming your way. LaJohn Howard, Lawrence Keys, Jared Miles, baby. What you gonna do?
It's trouble.
Comment and let me know what you're gonna do.
Hey, don't comment. Call it.
Call in, Rome. Call in, man. We gotta talk about our Michigan Wolverines, babe.
Don't talk about them puppies.
Stop it. We ranked higher than LSU.
See.
Wow. Wasn't y'all last championship?
See.
And with that, we're going on break.
Harbaugh just got done. Harbaugh just got done, huh?
That's it.
The third year.
He never won a championship.
He never won a
It's coming. It's coming.
Michigan looking pretty good, boy. I ain't
It's
gonna
coming.
lie, dog.
He never won a championship.
It's coming.
But
That's just
Stay
like,
woke.
Stay woke. Don't go nowhere.
I'm gonna stay asleep because you had somebody.
Rome say free.
but if they run across,
Oh man. Well, everybody, this is Big Homie here, where you can catch me out on Facebook at Henry HeyYoU Singleton, or you can catch me on Twitter at HeyYoU15, babe.
yeah, you know me, just a people person right here. I ain't got no Twitter, nothing like that. So you can look me up on Facebook at Patrick Slim Goody Jones.
It's your boy Fred. Look, you can check me out on Twitter at BFredJones, baby.
Yeah, this is G with G Sports, man. You catch me on Twitter, G_paid_in_full08.
Pay me the money. Money.
Liveline, here to tell you about the hottest bar on the West Bank, After Dark Sports Bar, 419 LaPelco Boulevard in Gretna. Come check us out on Monday for steak and oyster night. Thursday, free seafood night. Friday, 3-for-1 happy hour. Saturdays, ladies night, and always open for parties. And then Sunday, Saint Sunday, Older But Goodie Sunday. Come find out what is hidden for at After Dark Sports Bar, 419 LaPelco Boulevard in Gretna. Doors open at 6, 12 p.m. on Sundays. After Dark is non-smoking atmosphere. What it do, y'all? It's DJ
How
Slick
does a
Daddy from the
crawfish or
Livest. Here
shrimp
to
at
tell
a
you about
face
the hottest bar on the
What
West
about a
Bank.
piping hot cup of gumbo or a catfish platter with soft shell crawfish, catfish, livers, and pickles? And that's just for starters. What about entrees? If this is getting your mouth watering, then you need to come to the Praline Connection. Our down-home Cajun Creole-style restaurant has been providing soul food at affordable prices for over 20 years. And our pralines are delicious. We're a restaurant, a gift shop, and a candy shop, all in one. Bring your friends and enjoy an amazing meal today. Come see us at 542 Finchman Street in New Orleans, or check us out online at www.pralinconnection.com. And be sure to like us on Facebook. You can also give us a call at 504-943-3934.
Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. This is FanView Real Fans Talk Sports on the New Orleans Talk Network. Listen, we've been having a great show so far, man. Listen, if you're a Saints fan right now, you've probably been tuning in. Don't go nowhere. Listen, I'm about to go reading a lot of the commentary we had on Facebook Live. Again, we're talking a lot about the Saints lost week 1 against the Vikings. It's Sean Payton on the hot seat, Adrian Peterson, the frustration. We'll be getting into a lot of this conversation. If you're a fan of sports, this is your show. Again, don't forget to give us a call. 504-341-8255 is the number. 504-341-TALK, which is 8255. I'm going to get to some of these comments right here. My man Wise Thomas said this, and I wanted to read this comment on the air. He said, Sean is not on the hot seat. Y'all always screaming for that man's job when it's bigger than him. It's Loomis, dude. Nobody says this man's name when he has,
Preach.
You know, what he's done.
Preach.
One GM, one time he has passed for that. Sorry, but Breeze and Sean is not the problem. Not the problem. It's Loomis.
Preach.
I
Preach.
Listen, we had a fire Loomis trend in the offseason going. You know, a lot of the decisions that he has made, you know, with this roster. It really got big with the Brandon Cooks trade. That's when it really started to catch fire. You know.
You're confusing the fans right now.
Hey, you confusing the fans too.
Y'all kicks, man. My man Tim Buck says, I said they need to get rid of Loomis earlier, but nobody's talking about him. Hey, man, listen.
Man, Loomis been a problem.
Loomis has been an issue.
Just think about all the bad deals he's done, like the Junior Gillette deal.
I don't consider the Junior Gillette.
Jarvis Bird.
I'm sorry. The Jarvis Bird deal.
I don't consider the Junior Gillette deal.
That was a bad deal to me.
Bad because he was your only pass rusher, and you needed him, and he was proven on the field, but
he didn't deserve $10 million a year.
No, here's the problem. He got a 3-year, $10 million. Then they re-signed him to like a 3-year, $40-something million. I was fine with the 3-year, $10 million deal, but when they re-signed him halfway through that deal, that's when that deal became a bad deal.
But this is my thing. Loomis had one good draft. He had one good. 06. I mean, outside of 06, tell me something. Tell me a draft pick.
We don't even know if that was his doing.
But let's just give it to him.
That was his best draft.
Let's just give it to him. Outside of 06, name me a draft pick that he's made outside of this year and last year's draft that's still on his team. Answer that for me. The last year, the year before draft, you got Stephon Anthony,
Brandon
Von
Cooks.
Bell.
No, the past 2 seasons he's had the draft picks are still on his team. For the past 2 seasons. Prior to after that,
The past two.
Stephon
Anthony, Von Bell. Name me somebody else who's still on the team that he drafted.
for the past 2 years.
Oh, Daniel Alasko.
No, you got Pete for the past 2 seasons. Pete, he's still on the team.
I'm forgetting about somebody. Oh, Daniel Armada.
Tyler Davis.
Okay,
Nah, that wasn't 2 years ago.
No, Tyler Davis.
Tyler like three, 4.
No. He is 2 years.
He's 2 years ago.
You what?
Because
He's part of 15 class.
Think about it.
But Daniel Armada was last year.
Think about it. We don't have nobody on the team from from the 2014 draft on back.
On back, you don't have nobody.
It's
That's
nobody
what?
on-
2014.
From 2014 draft on back, we don't have nobody on our team, and that's bad GM. Up until the only draft pick from the 2016 is Zach Street. That's the only guy that's still on the team. That Loomis outside of these past 2 seasons that Loomis has drafted. That's bad. Your team is made in a draft. Now free agencies put the icing on the cake, but the foundation of your team
is through the draft.
Right.
If you ain't got if you ain't got no concrete, I don't care how fire your house look from the outside, it's gonna fall.
Well, at the end of the day, he's made some bad draft selections. And the guys, and some of the guys that we did have, like Akeem Hicks, who is now
with the Bears, who just got paid.
Just got paid. You know, we had some guys that we was taking, and these guys have started to become, you know, using him as an example.
And it's not like he was Pooh here.
You know, he wouldn't say he was a good player.
I mean, but look, at that point we had a high salary cap. You know what I'm saying?
But he was still under his rookie cap. Look, you traded him.
Every team paying that now. Everybody paying that quarterback money.
Yeah, but we done it at
an early time.
You know what I'm
we
saying?
did it at an early time.
You know,
Drew Brees set the bar.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So
that 5-year, $100 million deal.
Right, you know what I'm saying?
Set a bar.
When all that was going on, you got to pay Brees his money.
He's worth every nickel.
You got to pay Brees his money.
Drew didn't set that bar. You forget Matt Stafford had that contract extension.
Yeah, but he had like a 70-something year deal.
Yeah,
he wasn't like a 5-year, $100 million with a $40 million signing bonus.
But that was the bar. So that was the bargaining chip. Right, if this guy who don't have a Super Bowl ring, who only drawn to one receiver, could get 5 years and $70 million. What the hell can this guy that leads the league in passing and touchdowns every year?
Yeah, but Drew was the first quarterback getting that $20 million plus annual salary. He was that first guy. Everyone else was like between $14, $15 million. Drew got the 20.
No, Eli had it.
Eli had like $100 million over 7 years. That was a 5-year deal Drew got. Drew was the first one to get a 5-year, $100 million deal. That $20 million salary, from an annual standpoint.
Right.
Drew was the first. Everyone else followed suit. Then Payton had got it when he went to Denver. Denver got definitely Payton got that 5-year, $96 million deal. You see what I'm saying? Brady never had it. Now you're starting to see a lot of these 4 years.
Brady don't need it.
Brady don't need it.
With him and his old lady, man, they clearing part about $100 million a year.
You know,
listen,
Brady don't need it.
With the Super Bowl rings he won over the years, he still ain't need the money.
Then Aaron Rodgers came on when he finally came around. He came around with his deal. You see what I'm saying?
So you got to take all that into consideration too.
But Drew was that first one.
That put us on a string.
That first time, Drew was the first one who got that 5-year, $100 million that plateaued that deal. It was like, whoa.
It was big. It was big.
And it had to be big, because that's what set the trend now for quarterbacks now who average getting $19 million a season, like Ryan Tannehill and Andy Dalton. Anybody who think they're starting quarterback now that they didn't serve $20 million.
Andy Dalton out of there.
You see what I'm saying?
Ooh, I feel sorry for anybody that got Andy Dalton in fantasy.
It's bad.
He bad. He bad. I try to tell people.
It was a tie. Drew Brees and Joe Flacco got it at the same time.
But Flacco got it after Drew. Because he won a Super Bowl that following year.
Y'all talking about Drew getting him and shit. Flacco got $126 million.
It was a 6-year deal, $120 million. He got that deal after he won the Super Bowl. Drew got that shit in 2010.
Jerome said he started Joe Mixon tonight. Hey, I don't know, bro.
I don't know.
Hey, Giovanni Bernard might be the way to go.
What league you in? PPR? Because if you're in PPR, you could put Joe Mixon on the bench.
Bro. Joe Mixon ain't really get no touches last week, like talking about.
No, they started.
Who the Bengals playing? The Texans?
Yeah.
Hey,
Jacksonville.
Hey.
Surprised the bejesus out of me.
Leonard Fournette said he said the NFL was easy.
Hold on.
100 yards.
Surprised you. Me and G told you last week that if this defense come together, watch out. And guess what that defense did?
They came showed up.
Told you.
Now, what about the Browns? I know they lost. But you see how tough they played the Steelers?
I didn't.
No, listen.
I didn't second guess you.
Kenny Britt makes the catch. That's a different game.
Look, I didn't second guess you. I just said they just, to me, the core was just so young right off the bat.
They got something in Cleveland, though, bro.
How would they handle the whole season?
But this is going to be the key. This is going to be the key. The ownership of the Browns going to have some patience. Because when you got a rookie quarterback, Deshaun Kaiser, like he missed some throws.
Yeah.
Right. When they could have scored on last week, but that comes with the program. But I love what they got over there in Cleveland, bro.
And I think they got the right guy. Hugh Jackson is the right guy for if you
even though I don't respect what he said.
I mean, you right.
I don't want to get off topic.
Yeah, but
respect some stuff he said.
But as far as coaching wise,
coach.
Ricky Sweeten said, "Man, the Browns always play the Steelers hard."
You ain't lying about that one.
A dog pound.
All right, so let's get off the Saints. What are the biggest surprises from Week 1?
The way Chicago lost that damn game against Atlanta. God, I couldn't believe that, man.
I was surprised how close that damn game was.
Right, I couldn't believe that.
That game was surprised.
I was like, man.
I looked up,
who is Tyreek Cole? I mean, Tyreek Coin, whoever for Atlanta. That running back. I mean, for Chicago. Number 29? 29.
Man, that little dude there, boy.
Put some respect on that. He's an HBCU running back.
Whatever he is.
He come from North Carolina.
He for real.
That little dude, he for real.
Granted, he put up 200-something yards on the Alcorn Braves in a celebration, but the kid been tearing up black college football for the past 4 years. Put some respect on the HBCU players that's in the league.
Man, that dude, that's something serious. I seen that dude.
I have to say my biggest surprise, and it's just coincidental. I'm saying this because he's from Louisiana. I'm surprised Leonard Fournette rushed for 100 yards on that Texans defense. I was shocked because one of the things we were saying was they had the talent, they had the nucleus to compete with anybody in the NFL, but the offensive line was bad.
Right.
And they ran that thing down their throat.
But the only thing I'm kind of seesawing about with that Jacksonville Houston game was how much of it was Jacksonville, how much of it was the Texans really couldn't practice, the hurricane.
Great point. That's a great point. Great point.
Leaving out and then having
guys thinking about home.
Flying back in.
Great point.
And then J.J. Watt really wasn't focused on football. He's raising money to give.
Great point.
And they out in the streets. So how? Granted,
you got to.
Granted,
right.
we're from we know strangers to hurricanes ourselves. But as far as a player. You gotta think that's a lot. That's a lot to balance. That's a lot to balance. Is your family okay? You, of course, the team gonna get you out, but your family that moved from Michigan, that that came in the area that's not wife or mom and dad that you can't that the team won't take responsibility for. So so how much of it was Jacksonville? How much of it was
life?
I mean that's the only question that I have. I'm not taking nothing away from the performance on the field, but let's call it spade a spade. How much of it was Jacksonville,
and how much it was life,
and how much of it was life. That's the only qualms I have about that game.
I said it before we started the show. To me, Thursday night, the Chiefs, for the first time under this Andy Reid era, to me. What surprised me is not just the fact that they won and they went to Foxborough and beat the Patriots, but it was how they won.
Yeah.
For the first time,
whooping.
For the first time, I actually saw the Kansas City Chiefs as being one of the best teams in the league.
Yeah, it was a convincing win.
And it was a convincing win. It was a convincing win. It was one of those things where I looked like I said, man, that team there could actually be the best team in the league.
Man.
The way they played, how they dominated the Patriots at home, how Tyreek Hill just opened up how Kareem Hunt just did what he did, how Alex Smith looked like an all-pro quarterback. Dude,
yeah, he has them spurts at times.
He has them spurts. But what I'm saying is, for the first time under Andy Reid's tenure as a Kansas City head coach, that team looked like one of the. Now, granted, they lost Aaron Barrett for the season. That's a big blow.
Unfortunate.
That's unfortunate. That is an unfortunate loss. You talking about
big. That's a huge.
That's a huge.
blow.
You can't replace that. You just can't replace that. You could go sign somebody out the street or whatever you want to do, but you can't replace that.
When I got that alert to my phone, I was like, damn.
If you think about we was in 3J's watching the game. And Eric Berg made a play that all of us stopped. Like, did you see that?
Did you see that?
Third and one.
Third and one.
It was there's no way at 10 yards back he should have made that play.
IQ, the play recognition,
and he just. With all of it, he recognized the formation. He seen who came in, and at the snap of the ball, New England they held the ball real quick. They held it up, and then they snuck somebody in, and snuck somebody out, and then they ran to the line and got ready to snap. And as soon as they snapped it, when that hole opened up, Eric Berry was right there.
Right there.
Where you going? Where you going?
And Drew said, I think I can't pronounce the last name very well. I think
Gagno.
He said Eric Berry's the biggest injury of the year. It's one of the biggest. I mean, you got David Johnson out probably to Christmas.
Man,
with the wrist.
You talk about a hurt of fantasy. That was my first round pick. That was my first pick.
A lot of his first round pick.
Man, your fantasy league for free, man. It don't matter.
I don't care. Hey, don't get
You know,
mad.
it's all gonna be. I gotta agree. That's all gonna be one of
Don't get
the one of the. You know,
I heard a lot of people.
Ask y'all this question: how y'all think Cook gonna be forming out with the Patriots now that old boy down?
I think he's gonna put up Julian Edelman numbers. I think he was brought into
Phillips don't say it?
No, he said Cooks.
Brandon Cooks.
I think he was brought.
He gonna cut up.
He was brought in to be like the explosion factor that they haven't had since Randy Moss. But when sorry about that. if y'all would have caught, if we could do bloopers on this, that would have been perfect. But I think with him having to take the role of Julian Edelman and not being like the big playmaker,
The big explosion play.
I think that's why they brought Philip Dorsett in to take what they wanted Brandon Cooks to be, another short, fast, receiver that could come out the slot, and and
Not needing three quarterbacks
and being protected by Gronk, But I think that was
I think like Belichick and Brady gonna just find a number of ways to get Philip Dorsett the ball and reverses and bubble screens. Think like little short routes where he could maneuver in intermediate routes
and get in space.
And we gotta realize, dog, Philip Dorsett get that ball in space and he get a step on you.
It's a wrap.
You cancel Christmas, man.
You stop running.
He could take an 8 at any given time.
Stop running.
You can't coach speed. That's what he got.
can stop
That's why
running.
he's in the league. He might not put up dynamic numbers, but he's like Marquise Goodwin. If he in space, good night. Good night.
The only thing about them two is the ball tear their chest up. And they can't really catch the ball, with their hands too good.
He's good when it's fast.
Yeah.
But the only problem I'm not sure how good Brandon Cooks would do is by them asking him to do the Julian Edelman stuff. Julian Edelman was coming across the middle for them, going
right, and that's the thing.
Tough. He was out there.
If you look
because he wasn't explosive, he ran underneath routes like Wes Walker.
Right.
But Brandon Cooks is explosive.
But if you look at Julian Edelman's body and you look at Brandon Cook's body, Edelman is bigger than Cooks. And he's built to take that pound. I think if Cook, especially in the AFC where they got them a lot of 3-4s and them two mics can actually run like a Ryan Shazier with the Steelers, I think he come his butt or Berkwick with the Bengals. If he come his butt across that middle and he one shot, he done because that's something he didn't have to do in college. He probably didn't have to do in high school. The Saints didn't ask him to do that. The Saints kept you on the outside as much as possible.
Yeah.
Rookie year, he played in the slot.
Yeah,
but after that, he was on the outside. Sean Smith was running behind week 1 last year. Like, it was catching, coach.
It was hot.
You're slow.
Right, exactly.
So they put him in the slot, and he was running like posts, outs, and like a drag, like
he wasn't doing too many routes in the middle. He was going most of the routes towards the sideline.
Get your butt
in the middle.
Your route is run in the linebackers, not behind it, not in front, into the linebackers. I'm not sure he could take that pound.
Now, let me ask y'all a question. Who disappointed y'all week 1? After watching live?
Dallas. You know what? And I got to say this because everybody, all the Cowboys fans was all on social media. Yeah, we won and this and this and this. Boy, y'all didn't look impressive.
No.
Y'all did not look impressive. And I don't know who I'm more disappointed with, y'all or the Giants. I know y'all didn't have ODB. I get it. I understand. And I'm going to tell you something. His agent has all the leverage in the world right now.
He is one of the most important players in football.
Y'all couldn't score a touchdown.
Without
him on the field, man, they better pay the man.
Hey, look,
ODB get paid. Hey, he got all the leverage in the world right now.
Evan Ingram. I'm like, come on. He's a matchup.
It didn't matter who they wanted to use.
He's a matchup nightmare.
Brandon Marshall didn't have a catch. 2 targets. I'm going to tell you one of the biggest things, and I tweeted about this during the game. I love the Giants roster. On the defensive side of the ball, they got the secondary, the D linemen. They have the tools. The tools.
Olivia
Vernon. They got Harrison in the middle.
I love Goodson. I love this the Goodson cat. Outside back. Look, he got some dogs.
They got some good players on offense. They got the weapons. But the thing they lacking is a stud running back. They trying to do it by committee with Vereen and Perkins and Oraka, something like that. And I just think that before the season over, they should try to either sign Ryan Matthews or probably make a trade or something, man, because they need a running back that can get them at least 80 yards a game and make their running game respectable.
No, on the flip.
Because the Giants is better than the Cowboys, hands down to me.
AP should have went to the Giants. Shit.
I
The
think
Giants, and the Cowboys didn't impress me. I don't know why they all happy about that.
Zeke didn't have 100. He had like 80 yards, and 80 and 30 of them yards came off of a run. So you trying to tell me, you know, your best with that offensive line, you gonna get 50 against a division opponent?
Right.
You're in trouble.
Y'all want to know who disappointed me?
You're in trouble.
Like really disappointed me? The Panthers. First
Why?
of all, because you go up here against San Fran.
They are who you thought they were.
But here's the thing: we get a lot of praise to the Panthers because we have a former MVP at quarterback over here. And when you come out here and you play against a team that has no offense whatsoever and a rebuilding defense, this should have been a slam dunk, hands down win, and it was not.
That front seven is nice though.
For the 49ers.
Hold on, are you giving me credit? Every time I tell you about the front seven being nice, you always say that.
No, I'm just saying the 49ers, they bad as a team.
They bad as a team.
But they
front seven.
Okay,
front seven
you got
nice.
you got Akeem Armstead, you got Solomon Thomas, you got a lot of guys.
You got
Reuben Foster.
Reuben
got
Foster.
hurt. You know, you got some guys, young guys.
They got
LeVar
Bowman.
But he didn't even play.
Oh man, it's another. They spent.
He didn't play.
I like Rashard Robinson at corner too.
They spent. You do?
I like Rashard Robinson.
But here's my problem.
LSU.
Oh, okay.
He got kicked out.
we do.
But here's my problem with them.
Using abuse, baby. Tyron Magic got kicked out too.
For a guy
after he made his name, the Badger. Nobody knew who Rashard Robinson was.
Yeah, he was a 6'2" guy that came.
Nobody knew who he was when he got put out. Nobody knew who he was.
Y'all might not didn't know.
I knew. I'm a damn sports head. I'm just saying. When the draft came, people was like, he was LSU. Nobody knew. That's what I'm saying.
That's a respectable name.
Just saying. Drew making a good point. Seattle look atrocious.
Yeah, they did.
They look atrocious. I mean, I thought they was gonna beat Green Bay.
Me too.
Because Green Bay defense on paper does not look good.
Now I'll tell you,
it looks bad.
To me, who was my biggest disappointment? The 25ers. They didn't look as explosive as
who?
they did. The 25ers. You know the team that went to the Super Bowl last year that gave a 25-point lead?
25.
The 25ers. You know,
they didn't look as
I think Atlanta was disappointed because Atlanta was up big in that game.
I think of all the signing that they made, a huge signing in Poe, the nice draft picks, and that whole offense. Look, you didn't pay Freeman. You know, so you got that Montgomery back going into the season. You still got Julio. You got Sanu.
Duke Riley now. You still got Debo. I ain't his Big Beasley name.
You still got the two-headed monster back there. True Frank's back. And you struggle with arguably one of the
probably gonna be like a top 3 worst record in the league this year.
Granted,
the Jets got the first pick.
They front seven is decent. The Bears front seven is decent. Mm-hmm. Floyd,
McAfee,
Danny Trevathan, McAfee. I got his face. I can't think of his name, but he plays in for him. There's another one of the linebackers that they got he used to play for the Giants.
You talking about the Bears?
Mm-hmm. But
we got Trevathan. You got
Freeman. Jarrell Freeman.
He got hurt. Jarrell Freeman. He got hurt.
But
he out for the season.
Your strength is on the outside. You got a man child, and you got a solid. You got probably one of the best number 2 wide receivers to come in the league in the recent history that used to play in that role, and he excels at that role. And you couldn't do nothing with the Bears. That's bad. I mean, you got in a dogfight with the Bears, and who doesn't have a cornerback that could cover your number 3 receiver.
Well, Kendall Fuller.
Stop.
He can't cover their number 3 receiver.
He can cover the number 3. He said he can't cover Tyler Gabriel.
Tyler Gabriel, tear him up. He one of the best route runners in the league. He one of the best route runners.
Kendall Fuller is an emerging corner in this league. I like Kendall Fuller.
He can't cover Julio.
Well, who can?
Who can?
Who can?
He can't cover Muhammad. And he might barely keep up with Tyler Gabriel.
I would say this. The Panthers let me down. You have a super.
Why you keep talking about the damn? Does the Panthers have you on the payroll?
No, they don't.
God damn.
But here's my thing. When you
Cam
talk,
Newton, his boy.
no,
That's what it is?
Here's my thing with Cam.
Talking about the goddamn Panthers.
Here's my thing. You just became what?
You know they in our division, right?
I know they in my division.
You need to be glad they looked at that.
But when you go against the 49ers, a team that's going to be drafting very, very, very high, and if you talking about how Cam Newton is supposed to be the superstar quarterback, this guy has not looked good.
That's one game. That's one. Settle down. One game.
Listen, the dude throws 50%. He's a 50% completion quarterback. He hasn't had a 60% completion season since his rookie year. He has not done anything. He hasn't thrown for 4,000 yards since his rookie year. He has not had, maybe 10 rushing touchdowns since his rookie year. This guy's best year as a quarterback, take away that MVP year, is his rookie year.
I'm trying to figure out what happened because, I got Greg Olsen on my fantasy and he only had 2 catches, goddammit.
Because he throwing the ball 14, 15
2
feet
damn
high.
catches for like 22 yards.
I saw a pass.
Goddamn.
He is not 10 feet tall.
But
how you you the tallest quarterback in the league?
Hey, you got to realize, too, I think they rushed him from that injury,
That's
too.
what I'm about to
I think they rushed him from that. I don't think he's 100%.
That's what I was about to say. Look,
Ricky Sweet said Cam shoulder isn't 100%.
Look,
his accuracy ain't 100%.
Never was.
It ain't 50.
But hold on, but you realize that when OTA came around, and that was only 2 months before preseason. When OTAs came around, they said Cam Newton at best would be back in the middle of the season.
They said he was gonna miss a month.
At best,
month and a half.
in the middle of the season. They say he wasn't even supposed to be throwing yet. Then all of a sudden, preseasons come around, the kid throwing. They ain't got a drug in this world that's gonna fix it. That's gonna fix his shoulder like that. If they do, we need to find out, and we'll be billionaires, not billionaires. But look, you rushed him back. It's like when RG3 went through the knee injury. He was not supposed to come back. He was supposed to be done for the rest of the season, out for the playoffs and all that stuff.
And rushed him back.
You rushed him back, and now what you did, you hurt him. He got hurt again, and then you messed him up for the future. You dealing with his shoulder, so now you about to tell me all he can do is run now, and that's easy to stop. Look, he should not be on the field right now. Point blank, period.
I just think when I see him on the field, at some point in time you have to become when you play in the position of quarterback, the biggest thing you're looking for is accuracy. You're looking for a guy who can play 3-step, 5-step drop, and a guy who can get completions. This dude has not thrown for 60% completions since his rookie year. This guy has not thrown for 4,000 yards since his rookie year.
Who was the OC in Carolina?
It don't matter.
I think a guy named...
Because that's my point. But what I'm saying is their offenses are always been predicated off of the zone read, get you the bite, and then he got somebody wide open over the middle of the field like Olsen.
Right.
He throwing.
Jonathan Stewart.
He got Kelvin Benjamin 1-on-1. He throwing a back shoulder. So the offense they've ran over the years when they've been successful, it hasn't ever been with him reading the defense. It's always been zone read, and people was afraid and terrified of the zone read that he's had one-on-one coverage of somebody wide open in the middle of the field. So now
everybody got used to it.
I think the offensive coordinator, I didn't watch the game. I don't know what kind of play calling it was, but or said he was still running his own read.
Yeah.
So I would have thought that they'd have been more afraid to do that with the shoulder and not want to like hold off on that to probably like week 5 or something.
They're coming out spread down, but if you look, it's
Mike
Shula.
Shula.
It's still.
Ken Dorsey, the quarterback coach.
Damn, Drew Gagnon, you own it, man.
It's still got zone. It's a spread offense, but it still got zone read principle. The problem is, if you're not that good, look, think about it. Cam Newton was never that guy to drop back and just throw 5,000 yards. Look, he threw 4,000 yards because nobody. Look, you
had no tape, and
when he
exactly.
Came,
you had nothing on
league, you was more terrified of him running than beating you with his arm. Let's just face it. Let's just be honest with it. And he put up 4,000 yards on you then. Ever since then, the production has been down. Of course, look, they realize, look, you can't beat us. You can't beat us strong. Okay, so we gonna crowd. When you make him have to beat you with his arm, they're gonna lose every time.
Yeah, but you can't survive in the NFL at that position and say, okay, this is what we're going to do season after season after season. At some point in time, you got to throw above 50%.
That's not on him. That's on the coach. If the coach and the GM and the president and the owner is cool with doing that, then look, they would do it. But if the owner say, look, I need me a gunslinger, I guarantee you Cam Newton will be out the door. I guarantee you. The problem is they in that situation of our defense is too good to get us a high draft pick on a consistent basis. Who is either him or Kaepernick? He ain't got no problems. Kaepernick, he don't come with no buzz.
Right.
So I get in there. You get hurt. All right. Derek Anderson come in, finish out the season. We'll see.
They just disappointed me. I was just like,
I'm
not a fan by any means.
Well, I can't damn tell. You bring them up,
man. Not a fan at all. If you're a Saints fan,
yeah, ain't not division. I tell you what, the only goddamn good thing that Cam Newton gonna be good for this year is people gonna be watching what he got on coming off the bus to come in the stadium because he trending with his fashion like Russell Westbrook.
And his fashion is bad.
And sometimes it's suspect. Sometimes I'm starting to wonder, are you
right?
You're trending.
No.
Flirt with the line.
You got that? It don't quite curl.
No, bro. No.
But I will say this though.
Hey, bro. I'm saying the same thing.
But I will say this. There are some games that I looked at and I say, you know what? There are some fans out there. Listen, don't be a prisoner of the moment. If you are a Buffalo Bills fan, you are still sad. If you're still a St. Louis Rams fan, you are still sad today.
No, but they
disregard that win against the Colts. If you're the Rams fans, Andrew Luck is starting to show that he's
the garbage bowl. That was their Super Bowl.
No, you played no Andrew Luck. If you the bad,
them tickets should have been no more than $12.
You know, if you a Jets,
parking should have been free.
Hey, Drew said his fashion is trending like his career straight down.
Straight down. Hey, I mean,
don't get a D. Don't get a D. Brian Cushing. God damn it. You thought you was gonna get away with the PEDs again? Boy, you got caught for the third time. You're mad. You're mad. Hey, I don't want to hear nothing about you. Thought it was over the counter, and you didn't thought it was.
You know what it is? He said,
you seen Brian Cushing his freshman year at USC? Dog, he's like my size.
Clay Matthews too.
He's like my size.
How you get caught for the third time? Brian Cushing, you're bad.
He remember that guy with the program.
Won't.
He thought like, know what? The hurricane in, they ain't gonna be able to get no NFL executives in to test this piece. So I got about one more week to get out of my system, and the NFL right there at the door.
Brian Cushing reminded me the guy off the program. That old guy. That's
what reminded me of. The one that was in the bathroom.
Shooting himself up.
You're bad.
No, that movie will mess you up. If you know any kids that's
look,
watch the 80s, baby. Go watch the program.
That's Brian Cushing.
That's Brian Cushing in that bathroom.
The program is arguably the best football movie ever.
Right. It's not better than The Blind Side. I'm sorry.
What?
The Blind Side. Listen.
I got to
listen.
Remember the Titans?
Listen. Remember the Titans up there too. Listen. It pains me to admit this, but I gotta show you how much that movie touched me. I shed it too.
That between you and your damn team. The damn program was better.
No, The Blind Side inspired you.
No, it didn't.
What?
Y'all seen
man, you not saying he was when he first got to that team?
Man, look, do you know?
Touch me. Sandra Bullock, the way she took him in.
She's fine.
She is fine. She is fine.
Let me tell you
She finer than a fine cousin.
Yeah. But let me tell you though, the real Blind Side story didn't go like that. It's been multiple reports like that. So when they was like, so you lose your luster.
Come on,
the program was
All Eyes on Me was embellished. Notorious. Big Mama say on song when he's talking about eating sardines, she said that ain't never happened. So we know everything is embellished a little bit.
Cool.
Come on now. But come on now.
What about Friday Night Lights?
The program was the best football movie out there.
That movie cool though. It was cool.
With the best movie.
Oh man.
No.
Drew, you're crazy. Brian Cushing is the Barry Bonds of linebackers with 25% action challenge. Drew, you're mad.
I like that.
Hey, the comment of the night.
Comment of the night, Drew. That's the comment of the night. I don't know what Brian Cushing was thinking.
So hold up, you don't like The Blind Side?
I'm gonna say it's a decent
movie.
movie.
And you are interior lineman. You're supposed to. That's what the touch
First of all, I played the D line, so why would I care about the offensive line?
I'm just saying it's the trenches. That movie should have touched you.
Hey, as a football player, the program spoke more to me than any damn thing. The program.
But when the program came out, I was too young to understand some of the stuff that was going on. All I was like this. I think I was when it came out like 94.
Man, I look,
when I saw him shooting this up in that bathroom, all I saw is
you
like,
know what time
man,
it was
a
at
needle.
HL.
All I saw was a needle. I ain't know it was.
You know what time it was at HL Bourgeois when you seen that boy getting tooted up and getting them. You know what the steroid shot was.
No, man, that was before high school.
If we knew in Higgins, you know what I'm saying? If we knew at Higgins. Look, that was the movie that we watched.
No, I'm not saying. No, listen.
Game, man.
In high school, yeah, I'm talking. But that movie came out like the early 90s, I think.
Hey,
I think it came out like 94 or something like that.
Man,
I was in 4th grade. You ain't. Come on now.
You wasn't in no 4th grade. We graduated
in 94.
We graduated at the same time. G, we started high school in 99.
In 94.
Didn't you graduate high school in 03?
Yeah.
We started high school in 99.
In 94, I was in the 4th grade. So were you.
The hell I was. Something wrong with your head, man.
I'm telling you.
5 years to it, 9th grade.
Thank you.
You in 4th grade.
I'm telling you, man.
Damn, dog, you made Higgins' education look bad.
You are starting to reflect the score.
See what Drew said. Drew, look what Drew said. Look what Drew said. Very emotional football movie. It touched you, man. The blind side touched you.
Man, forget all emotion, man. Program had you ready to go play.
I mean, if you're going to look at emotion,
man, look,
the Marshalls
a
good football.
Hey, look, especially when
Marshall's a good.
Marshall's a good.
Nah, man, Marshall ain't on the level of program. It ain't on the level of blind side. Damn sure ain't on the level of remember the tank. Hold on. Let me tell you, boy. He said run his backside reverse and run like you like depending on it.
No, but look, the program when they were talking to the middle linebacker.
First of all,
who your daddy?
Who your daddy? They went to the first clip. They say, what you see? I see the weak side dive. Blow to the fullback, kill it. What you see? Weak side reverse. Go to the middle. Go to the middle of the field and lay them out. What you see right here? Call the paramedics, lock the door. Killing everybody. Let's go.
Hey, that's classic.
It's classic.
That's classic.
That's classic.
Hey,
I'm going home. I'm going home tonight. I'm going on the fire stick. I'm getting on the fire stick. I'm watching program tonight, baby. I'm watching that program tonight.
Ain't no line.
Rudy. What about Rudy?
Know the game, baby.
What about Rudy?
Hey,
Rudy was getting his tail busted on scout team practice.
I like the Any Given Sunday better than Rudy.
No.
Rudy. Any Given Sunday?
Any Given Sunday, it was like,
Willie
come
Bean.
on, dog. Come on. Rudy, dog, you know what Rudy had to go through?
Yeah.
Dog, you know what Rudy had to go through?
Just to get on the field.
Just to get on the field.
For 2 snaps.
Everybody had to come in the locker room.
Dog, Rudy. Hey, I bet you.
I ain't playing with
Rudy. I bet you Rudy. It take Rudy about a good 5 minutes to get about his bed in the morning, like today. Dog, they was 10
Rudy.
Oh,
hey, that's true.
Rudy.
That's true, but damn,
real hard not football. You know what I'm saying?
Rudy up.
But to me, program number 1. I'm sorry.
What about Friday Night Lights?
Man,
I like Friday Night Lights.
Yeah, it was nice. I like Tweeter. Tweeter was a G. Tweeter was a G.
Ernest Harvey said, "Moolah, man, what's down, boy?" He said, "Rudy suck, man."
Hey, Moolah, look, I'm right there with you, bro. Look.
They inspire kids.
Man, fuck that. You on the team 4 years, and all you get is 2 snaps. And
He got put on scholarship.
I'm sorry, you got 3 snaps.
That man got a tuition paid for.
You got 3. You
Don't matter, huh?
You have to pay
student athlete first.
You have to pay helmets. You pay me helmets.
Man, student athlete first.
Look,
the man got a tuition paid for.
That
man, daddy was a diehard Notre Dame fan, and he got to see his child and bust up on the kickoff.
Hey, look, no, I don't know who worse, G or the producer. The producer said radio. Come on, man.
Radio was an instrument, man. Come on, man.
He liked them French fries though.
Come on, radio was a good movie, dog.
Cut it out.
Radio was a good movie, dog. You know what I'm saying? Radio. Come on, that's a good movie, man.
Y'all.
Blindside number 1 for me. I'm sorry.
Stop.
Blindside number 1.
Program, man.
I'm putting Waterboy over radio.
Waterboy was a good movie.
Hey, I'm putting the water ball with Blindside, man. Well, wake her ass up. We got a gator with him, If he didn't care about football, none of that.
Oh Lord! Yeah, they got some classic lines in the movies, dog.
Oh Lord! Hey, I just think about when I think about like a fire movie, I think about like
some lines.
I can think about. I can't think of no line from the Blind Side.
Hold on now. Hold on. What about? It might not be no line, but what about the parts? What about when she went in the hood in the projects?
I just think about
and your boy and your boy was like,
hey, I just think about how fine said.
No,
she
look,
was fine though.
No, that part in the project when your boy was talking stupid to her, and she was like, I'm always packing, and he was like, what you got? Saturday night special. And she was like, what she told him? She said,
she was fine every time.
Yeah. No, that's a classic part in that movie.
Hey, when I think
Ogeron came out to his house talking about eating that barbecue and all that.
Look,
man. Some good parts of that movie.
When I think about Blind Side. When I think about Blind Side, I think about how fine Sandra Bullock looked.
Sandra Bullock fine.
Hold up. Bainborg got the coolest one ever.
In that white skirt.
Bainborg got the coolest one ever.
Lucas. That shit was horrible.
Go back.
Lucas was horrible, man.
Come on, man.
What is Gridiron Game?
That's on The Rock.
With the kids.
With the kids, the juvenile kids.
I didn't see that.
And now that'll make you shed a tear. I ain't shed
This was a rap. Hey, bro.
So Blindside ain't touch you at all.
Man, why?
Lucas, baby.
Wildcats
Lucas.
touch me more than goddamn.
Man, no
Charlie Sheen, baby.
What about when the NCAA got it back into a corner and they made it run out of there?
Man, that was a good one, man.
What about Boston Blue?
Hey,
No.
Hey,
Boston Blues is a good one. That's a good one. That's a good
No
one.
replacement.
That's a good one. Oh, hell no.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. Nothing else. Come on, man.
like
Hey, what
replacement.
happened at the league?
Shane Falco can't play.
You know what I'm saying? Hey,
Shane Falco can't do it.
Hey, I watch. I like unnecessary roughness more than I like Blindside.
Yeah. No, what you got?
Sinbad.
You know what? I bet your wife like Blindside.
Nobody don't watch.
You know what? You know what's a funny football movie? Wildcats.
Wildcats. This is for the team. Early 80s, baby. That is with the young football, man.
I never seen it.
You never seen that? Man, go look up Fire. Go Wildcats.
You go to Fire Stick and look up Wildcats.
I'm going to watch the program tonight.
Go look up Wildcats.
Hey, look,
Wildcats.
Wildcats was like Goldie Hawn was like the first female head coach on
man,
a team
classic.
that was hard.
Classic. That's
And
a good one,
she took them to the state
classic,
championship.
man. Wildcats, man.
And they had a fire song.
I'm going to go watch
Go to
that.
classic, man.
Hey, the program, that's the same movie when the fullback they won't block for your boy?
Yeah. Omar Epps, man, because he took his
He ain't
girl.
won't block. He ain't won't block.
Ain't one block at all.
That must have been Chico. Okay. Oh, man. I'm getting bits and pieces in my mind. I ain't seen program in a long time.
Son,
I'm going to
man,
watch that as soon as
I'm
I
telling
get
you,
home.
man, look,
Pour me some wine up. We're going to watch program.
Quarterback had all that
I
hype.
want to ask wine at the fucking Blindside. You pouring wine. Shit.
Man, I drank wine during the week, man. I drank wine during the week,
You
man.
better drink you some wine. Oh, shit.
Oh my God! Man, you know what, man? Ain't nothing wrong with no little wine, man. I got some wine for my little lady.
Yeah,
so
man.
when they come through, I don't know drink about by myself, but you know, we watching
Man, a
the
little
program
bubbly, man.
We like the program. We ain't doing that.
Man, I'm telling you, go get you
Man,
goddamn.
y'all tripping, bro.
Go
Ernest
get
Harvey
you.
said radio was good.
You
gotta stop.
Yeah, man. Radio was my
What
class.
is Brian's song? What is that?
Who?
What?
Brian's song?
I don't heard it. Never heard of that.
That's what Drew Gagnon said.
Friday Night Lights. Remember the Titans?
Man,
Program was number one, man. I'm sorry.
Man,
Nothing-
the movie, man, about the
Nothing taking the program from time.
about the damn movie, man.
Hey, but before we go, man, y'all know how I feel about the Tri-Parish. I got to give a shout out to my dog, Meek Robinson, from Tupelo, Louisiana, man. They played against Mississippi State this past Saturday. Boy had him a pick. Should have hosted. Got tackled on a one man. He broke up a bubble screen. Had a nice tackle on a receiver. He had another play he broke on. Dropped the interception. That would probably would have been a pick six. And Skip Holtz has been raving about Meek Robinson. Been the first true freshman to start since Xavier Woods in 2012 or 2013, give or take. But they've been raving about him, saying how much of a competitor he is and how he's caught on so quick. And they think this kid is going to play on Sundays. The media out there in Ruston is saying that the sky's the limit for that kid. That was a money game for him, and I'm so proud of him, bro, because he's one of the most hardest working kids I ever been around. And Devontavian Martin, Washington State, baby, caught him 2 passes this past Saturday against Boise State in a triple overtime win. Out there in Washington State, he doing big things, man. I just want to give a shout out to them boys, man, out there in the tribe from the Tribe Paris.
And
man.
Washington State, the top 20,
Yeah.
in top 25, baby.
Hey.
He gonna start getting some recognition shortly but shortly.
High school football wise, what we looking at? What we looking like this week?
Warren Easter played Landry Walker.
Big time.
Warnings.
Big time.
I mean, if Landry Walker quarterback situation was straight, it'll be a really better game. But Warren Easter,
Listen, you still got 8
They ain't got no
D1
quarterback.
recruits.
That's cool. But
listen. You remember the year when Payton Manning didn't play and he only won 2 games? It was the same team that won 13 games the year before. That's how much it mattered. John ever played Destrehan. That's gonna be a big game. St. Charles Catholic upset at Destrehan last week. I think it was 24-6. They shut the best running back in the state down, John Emery. Kudos to St. Charles Catholic coaching staff, brother. Shut that running back down. Robert will do a damn good job with Destrehan. That's gonna be a good game with Destrehan and John Emery. I think after that, maybe probably Carr and De La Salle. That's gonna be a pretty good one.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a pretty good one. I don't know who they meet playing this week. McComb.
Representing the boot.
Representing the boot. McDonald 35 played East St. John. I think that's gonna be a pretty competitive game, but
I'll tell you what though, the game
St. John's young.
The game of the week last week was had to go out. Shout out to Coach Valdez and all the adversity that he faced. But the St. James versus Lutcher game was instant classic.
13-7.
The refs tried to help out Lutcher as much as they could, but way to get them done, Coach.
Yeah. So they got some good games this week.
I'm not answering that question. Ain't time to wrap it up.
Higgins, what's the bid? Higgins lost 76-0.
Don't talk
about that.
Who they played?
35.
76-0 to 35.
But damn, I mean, we were trying to avoid that question. Like,
Hey man, hey producer, ain't it time to wrap it up, man?
Time to wrap it up, producer.
You always asking us to get off on time.
I just say this here anyway.
Sources came out
That's why
that
I joined the band.
a source close to the Higgins program, one of their best players, Markel Addison, A.K.A. Batman, has transferred out of the program from Higgins, and he is now at Hornville. Just want to put that out there.
I
can't blame him.
I wouldn't put it out there because that kid might be ineligible.
Oh yeah, he can't play this year.
Yeah, no.
He not playing this year.
But if he go for if it's found out that he going for football reasons, the new rules, he ineligible for the.
But he really from what I heard, he really moved to Luling, and he gonna sit out the rest of this year and have his 11th and 12th grade year.
Well, now if he really moves to Luling, he'll be able to play right away. So there's something fishy about it. I'm just keeping it in the bag.
I don't think you can do that in the middle of the year.
Yes, you can.
You sure?
Positive. It happened to me and against me as a coach in these 10 years of doing it. So
no.
Well, before we wrap up, LSU Mississippi State.
All the keys back,
All the
baby.
key back, baby.
LSU with the dub in Starkville.
Kid said he ain't playing out of conference. He's going to play SEC football. He's back. If LSU, this has got to be a must-win game.
Hey, is Kerry on your payroll?
It's my cousin, man.
On your payroll, man. You got other people on the panel, Kerry.
My cousin, man. It's my cousin, man. Out there in Dallas, Texas, man.
You got other people on the payroll.
Hey, look, here's the deal. Do LSU? It's just a must-win game for LSU. I don't know.
You can't start off 0-1 in the conference.
Every game in SC is must win.
Yeah.
Well, we already know they're going to lose one of them.
You think that? But
no, it's not a thing. They going to Tuscaloosa and losing. So I'm talking about the rest of them. We gonna skip that game. We gonna just file the next week.
He got to be number 2 in the
division.
division.
Like saying we know Michigan gonna lose to Ohio State, but nobody ain't saying
No,
that.
stop.
Stop.
Did you see what happened with him with Oklahoma? Boys came in the horseshoe and beat Ohio State.
Y'all got Baker Mayfield on your team? Oh, okay.
See, I'm not even gonna indulge in what you're trying to bring me to. We're gonna stay about the LSU and Mississippi State. Now, I watched Mississippi State against Louisiana Tech. Louisiana Tech had their chances to really.
They should have won.
They
You can't go watch the box score and see the score and be like,
they had
okay.
the chances. But I will say this: Mississippi State defense is better than I thought it was.
That D line is good.
Yeah.
Everything else about them is.
I like Nate Fitzgerald. Now their receiving core is kind of shaky, so that's gonna be interesting.
It's
but
the typical. They got a better running game.
Yeah, so
running back came out better than what I initially.
I think LSU has the personnel to put them a bunch of hats on Nick Fitzgerald. I think it's gonna be a close game. I got LSU winning 20-14.
You see that?
Blue Bloom, you got to stop it. That's the pass.
I got LSU winning 20-14.
Didn't you say they were gonna lose that?
I got winning 20-14.
I have LSU losing to Mississippi State.
I never wavered. I said we gonna win that thing, baby.
I think we're gonna win that too, 24-21.
20-14.
I don't care. I don't care if we win 3-2. I don't care if we win 3-2. A win is a win. I don't care.
They ain't gonna look good to the committee though.
Fuck the committee.
Committee can put you in or they can put you out.
On one game?
Hell yeah. Boy, you know how they go back. You know how Kurt Hershey be. You remember the game? Third game of the season when they played Mississippi State. Won 3-2. It didn't win pretty. The committee frowned upon that. So that leaves them on the outside looking in. You know how I go, man. I'm like stupid. You can't win 3-2. Just saying.
A win is a win, baby.
Yeah, in the league.
Between Normandy and the Western.
Got in that 20.
Well,
brother.
Oh, man, trying to wrap this thing up, boy.
Good show, fella. Good show.
Listen, thanks for all the callers who tuned in, man. You know, that fireman called in. Hobbs, you're bad. You know, Tampa Bay didn't even play this week. You're trying to get a slide in there. You can't call in and talk about my Saints. You trip. You got to have a game first before you do all that. Drew, you know, the Optimist called in.
The Optimist. That's a
name
name for you, huh?
That's a name.
Hey, that man say put some respect on it, babe.
Keem, stop. You're not going to smash me in fantasy this week.
hey, shout out to our FanView Live fans.
Man.
Blue.
Our faithful fans, man.
Keem.
Keem, always. Keem a faithful. He faithful with. And he married somebody from y'all alma mater, baby.
Baby. More than that, he married somebody from my hood, from down the street, 5 houses down from me, baby. I see you, King. Go ahead.
Hurricane.
Go ahead and get you that hurricane.
And I think she's Zeta. That's our sister, huh?
I don't think she's Zeta.
She not a Zeta?
I don't think she's Zeta.
You sure? I think she is.
I don't think so.
I think so. King, comment.
Grad chap.
Hey, shout out to Drew, man. Drew coming through with the hot takes.
Drew Gagno.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to
Ernest Harvey Jr.
Yeah, Moolah,
man. What's down?
Blue Bloom, you know, Tim Buck. I mean, we got a lot of comments, man. You know, Ricky Sweet.
I see you, Tori, tuning in.
You know,
Miss Jimmy. I know she on here something.
Keem said no. My bad, Keem.
Mike.
My bad, Keem.
Timo.
My man Mike, you know, Michael Douglas.
Dugas. Y'all bad, man. Y'all bad with the pronounce.
I know.
Higgins education.
Don't put HL in this. I had out of 200 people that graduated with your class.
We was 5 in school.
I'm sorry, out of the 300.
We graduated 500 something.
Oh, y'all did? Oh,
yeah.
Probably. Well, out of the 500, only 10 know what HL stands for now.
Stop now.
You know, me.
Shout out to the Bank Boy site, you know what I'm saying?
The producer.
At the dog, man, with the charball oysters, man.
Joseph Morris. I mean, man, we got a lot of comments.
Hot sausages po' boy with all kind of cheese all on top.
Wise Thomas, you know, a lot of comments, man. Listen, thanks for tuning in.
Blue lose and show ain't gonna know it. Blue, man.
Hey, he homeboy. He from New Orleans.
Boys, they get out the air. Get out the line.
We still watching though. We got your attention.
With the arm, man. Hey, look. If you need your street fighter, Blue Bloom, you got it.
Blue Bloom. I like that name, Blue Bloom.
Blue Bloom.
Bloom.
Hey, look. Hey, don't let the hype fool you, man. I want a lot of money off of me. You know what I'm saying?
Well, listen, man. Great show, guys. Listen, I appreciate everybody coming on in. Everybody who's tuned in and left all their comments online. That's what the show is all about, man. FanView, real fans talking sports. You know, share this. If you haven't shared this show on your page, you need to share this show on your page.
Don't do that.
You go ahead and do that.
Share it now.
Share it now.
All you share.
Yeah,
Just say it. Just go. Hit the share button.
Hold on, don't share this one.
Just be like, share.
Don't share this one. Don't share this one.
Share all of them.
Share all of them. I'm bad right now. But next week,
we're
gonna share this shit.
Hell no. Don't be like them Wolverine fans, man. Go ahead and support your own, man.
Stop.
You know what?
You know what I hope? You know what I hope? A fan of Michigan ain't never been there.
You know what I hope?
Baton Rouge up the street.
I hope we meet up with y'all in a bowl.
It won't happen.
Hope we meet up with y'all in a bowl.
we gonna
And
be
we will skull drag y'all all over the damn, all over the damn
Y'all
field.
little sorry Rose Bowl and
Sorry.
Y'all play somebody from the Pac-12.
We was in the Orange Bowl last year. What you talking about?
Oh, I'm sorry. Did y'all win?
We lost.
Oh, okay.
In a nail biter.
it was all Devin Cook.
But did you win?
It was all Devin Cook fault.
But did you win?
Last time we played SEC, we won.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. The last week.
Oh my God! Y'all talk about the team.
As all folks.
Okay. Hey, when your last championship ring?
Thank you.
Stop.
Charles Woodson on trip.
Charles Woodson. Yeah. How
Yeah.
long ago? Ain't you retired from the NFL now?
Shit! Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Love y'all, man. Love y'all, man. G Sports, man. I'm out, man.
It's Fred.
I'm out.
This is a people person P.
It's a rap skirt.
LSU, baby. Woo!
Go Tiger. Go Tigers. Hold that Tiger.
When was your last Heisman Trophy winner? Exactly. Thank you, Nick C.
Okay. How many coaches y'all had since then? Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. Okay, and first of all, y'all got the Brady Hoke guy that came in and lost to Appalachian State. Ooh, wow, that's good on the resume.
Holt, that was Lloyd Carter. He got fired.
Oh, okay, that y'all winning this coach. Does that make it worse?
Bo Schembechler.
Oh, who is that guy? Anyway, stop.
Oh man. Well, everybody, this is Big Homie here, where you can catch me out on Facebook at Henry HeyYoU Singleton, or you can catch me on Twitter at HeyYoU15, babe.
Yeah, you know me, just a people person right here. I ain't got no Twitter, nothing like that, so you can look me up on Facebook at Patrick Slim Goody Jones.
It's your boy Fred. Look, you can check me out on Twitter at BFredJones, baby.
Yeah, this is G with G Sports, man. You catch me on Twitter, G_paid_in_full08. Pay me the money. Money. Oh man. Well, everybody, this is Big Homie here, where you can catch me